Hello, everyone. I
Hello, hello.
I'm Ednolium, and I'm joined by the
Art,
amazing
it's
Arcandy.
me, Art Candy. Hello, hello.
So, for those of you that have not been watching any of the rest of this tournament, you're doing yourself a disservice. Number one, and number two, this is the final team. So, I don't really have much to say other than this is going to be an awesome race. And I think the racers are ready, so I'm going to switch us over. Oh, Sat needs to restart his game. Once
Oh
you
no.
guys are good. Alrighty. Got some people in the chat. Have been riding the anticipation, watching a couple of matches before this, so literal little history for these runners. Sat is a long-time world record holder, and Delusional is right on his heels. So it's gonna be good.
Delusional has been climbing for a while now. I remember a time where he may have not been a top player, but he for sure is one now. They're two top players, and we're gonna watch some spicy action from both of them.
Absolutely.
All right, there we go. Sats resetting. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sat's resetting his game. Just peeping the race time chat, and it looks like we are on countdown. Just got to keep an eye on
I don't
that
see
sync.
the countdown yet.
It's in race time, so there's going to be a little delay before
Okay,
we see it on our end.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I accidentally closed the race time window. Okay, they're going. All right. Oh, they're about to get ready.
Yep.
We are seeing the continue screen, so they start in 15. Not much to say. We have like 30 seconds before the race actually begins once they do hit continue. That's how long loads are in Dread.
Yeah, they are a little long. I'm usually around like 26.5 seconds on game control, roughly.
Yeah, same for me. And that's digital. Physical
Yeah.
players suffer a bit longer.
There is a little bit of a desync. I'm going to fix that.
I've got like roughly a second or a half.
Yeah, it's about a second, yeah. Yeah, we do have a little bit of an echo right now. We're not really sure what's causing that. We're doing our best to mitigate, so sorry about that, team. All right, we're off to the races, literally.
We're starting, so it looks like Prince just a tiny bit behind, unless it's just the desync. I can say for sure.
I'm going to adjust the synchronization a little bit more here.
Okay, looks like we're kicking off with Sat roughly 1 second ahead. It's not a big difference apparently, but like they're top players. Any difference matters.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys, you're going to be seeing 100% of all of the really important tech in this game. Like, you're going to see a lot of sliding off ledges. You're going to see a lot of respins. You're going to see a lot of good stuff like that.
Yeah, at this level, movement optimization is just very loaded.
It's a lot to keep in mind.
Yeah, you get maximum speed by staying on the ground, so these runners are going to try to optimize their ground time and minimize their air times. So just that precising of, you know, that precise B press, just jumping as little as you need to.
Yeah, that's a thing that actually doesn't get talked about a whole heck of a lot in this game, is that you want to be able to like land on the platform as quickly as you possibly can. And a lot of the ways you do that is you can do like shot planting. I know that's in Metroid Fusion, if I'm not mistaken, where like you shoot in order to extend Samus's legs. So that way she hits the ground faster, so she's moving faster.
Yeah.
And this is glitchless, so you're not going to see any pseudo waves or anything like that. Most of you watching already know this is grand finals, so You've seen this before. I wonder if either runner's going to go for the Emmy parry here. Probably not. Too risky in tournament setting and grand finals. You can't do that.
Yeah, just for 2 seconds, not worth.
Feels like it's longer than 2 seconds, but I'll defer to the person who's better than me at the video game.
I didn't compare it myself. I remember some numbers from a while back. It's like 2 or 3 seconds. It's barely worth.
It definitely feels longer than that on the times that I've done it, especially if you get it like on the first parry, but it's definitely one of those things that needs to be timed again, you know? Geez, we're still almost frame perfect here. Like, there's like a 2-second difference between these runners, and like 2 seconds at this point is like literally, it's an atom mash. It's like a failed quick rise off of the ledge. Like you slow mantled. That's the difference between these runners right now. And I anticipate, barring major mistakes, it's going to be like that for a lot of this run.
For sure. Oh yes, speaking of movement like that, mantling, that is a big part of, that is a big part of movement here. I don't think you have this in other 2D Metroid games. You have mantling here, which is if you like land just on the corner, you get this little stall. It's a bit weird. By the way, I saw Sat warming up earlier for a cloakless water slope. I think we're gonna see him attempt that.
Nice. That's pretty typical for Sat, is to go for cloakless. Let's see how many attempts.
Oh my
One.
god.
Okay,
Oh my god.
so I just ate my words. I ate my words. That is now a 15-second disparity between these runners, because
is
Delusional
incredible.
has to go and break this blob and then jump all the way back and then go up, and to just not to gloss over it, but the trick that Sat did there to do cloakless water slope skip is like ridiculously precise.
Yeah, it is close to a triple frame perfect trick, and that 14-15 second difference is insane in a category like glitchless, where there aren't any shortcuts that you can actually take. Like the route is mostly the same.
And Delusional just missed water plat skip first attempt. Missed the weave there too.
Missed the weave, yeah.
He's got a lot of time to catch up on now, so he can't afford to be making little mistakes like that. And you know he's kicking himself for it, especially if he's got the stream open. You know he saw Sat get that water plat skip, and he knows that he's in deficit right now.
Yeah, like going for that cloakless, it's basically a gamble. Sat just gambled and won the lottery pretty much. He's gonna have a beefy early game for a while.
Yeah, it really is a huge time save, and it allows for some wiggle room and some mistakes in later things. Like cloakless water slope skip, like you cannot overstate how good it is in this category.
Yeah, as I said, there aren't many shortcuts to take in this category. The route is pretty much set. Cloakless is one of them, and it's very, very hard, and Sat just takes it first try. That is incredible.
As somebody who like learned it in 10 minutes and was able to do it like 5 times in a row and then immediately like unlearned it and I don't know how to do it anymore, like I can attest to how difficult it is. Because I just can't do it anymore.
Like I can only do it if I spend a little bit of time practicing at least. I discovered the current setup that's used, and even I don't want to use that in runs. I didn't use it in my runs.
Yeah. That's actually one of the reasons I've been messing around with the F1 route, is you don't have to do it, because you have to destroy that blob. No Giga Weave from Sat. I didn't expect it, but, you know, one can hope.
It is kind of cool to see. I wonder if Prince goes for that.
I don't know. He might
It's
go for
usually
like 1 or 2 ledges, you know, but...
Maybe. Nah, he doesn't go for it.
It's one of those things that saves like, you know, maybe a quarter of a second or something, but if you mess it up, you end up losing like 3 seconds because you hit like every single ledge on the way down.
Yeah, that's why I don't do it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were going for it, for the little time saves.
Uploading data.
But like you were saying, it's kind of a gamble. It's one of those things where like it could benefit you, or it's really like you're kind of hit.
Yeah, and you got to make those decisions like live for a race. If you're just doing a run on your own, like you might go with the mindset, okay, I'm just gonna go for everything, or playing a little safe on the small tricks. But in a race, you're your decisions have big consequences. You can't reset. You have to go with whatever you decide. So you have to do it carefully.
Absolutely. That's like when I was racing manager. Like I know that he doesn't do backdoor flash shift, and at the time I had been having trouble with it. So I was like, if I don't get it first try, I'm just going to abandon ship, because otherwise I'm just going to lose time over him. You have to know your opponent.
Yeah, that's true. You can definitely keep an eye on what your opponent is doing and make your decisions off of that, too. Like if you have a lead, you can think, okay, maybe I can do a couple safer strats going forward.
Or you can be a little riskier and try to expand that lead, you know?
True, true.
What? Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, there goes the lead.
There goes the lead. That's at least a 20-second loss.
Ooh.
And Delusional's going for the mash on the Emmy fight there, which is going to save him some time, guarantee him a plant kill. I haven't seen Sat miss a plant kill in a long time, so that's really tough. That's a really big time loss, especially because you have to wait for the Emmy to get. It takes a little bit longer for the Emmy to become shootable on the second attempt. You know, Sat's irritated about that. That was close, even.
Yeah. So that time he was ahead of Prince. He's probably behind now by like the same amount. That is rough.
Chaff in the chat saying White Emmy eternally the worst. I agree. White Emmy is low-key like a demon. Alright, so Delusional's going through that door at 9:05. We'll see what time Sat gets through it.
I'm getting a mostly clean magnet room. That room is tough to do clean.
That room is really hard to do clean. It's true. Those 2 blocks are just really kind of precise.
Yeah.
So that is
really have to nail it.
There's a 19-second difference between the 2 runners right now. And we'll see how Corpius goes.
For Prince.
Yeah, no headlock, but Corpius is another one of those places where you can really gain or lose a lot of time depending on how your fight goes. He's been really accurate with his shots, though, so I think...
Wow, yeah.
Ooh, nice.
One very nice phase, too. What about Sat? All right, no headlock either. You don't get headlock with this pattern.
Ooh, early cutscene
a little pushy on the cutscene, but it's fine.
Only missed 2 missiles so far. 3, 4.
He's still in the game.
5, 6.
I think
he's got a
too
phase
many
transition.
now.
He's got charge, though. He knows. It's glitchless.
Yeah.
Oh, he knew he was off exactly how many he was off and had to charge beam it.
Yeah, I think you can tell based on those early pauses that Sat's not very happy with the White Emmy. He's gonna have to try and play through that, though.
You know, and that's a really difficult thing to do in a race too, is to reset your mental. Like, you know that you made some mistakes and you know you're behind, and you know Sat knows the game as well as the rest of them. Oh, Delusional missing! He's trying to reset.
He's gonna have to back it up.
Oh no, this might be where Sat gets his lead back.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, this is crucial.
Ooh.
Oh, I think he's got to abandon ship. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna go for the magnets. Oh,
he's gonna have to. And Sat's through. The lead has swapped again.
That was a crazy lead swap for sure.
That was insanity. Artaria 1 is so brutal.
And like, these are tricks that you wouldn't expect any of these runners to fail, even in a not so good run. Like that, they're just not. They're not too happy about that.
Sat is pissed about White Emmy, and Delusional is pissed about D-Boost, and they both have to reset their mental for Catarus, which is the hardest area in the game. Like, I don't even think Catarus is actually the hardest area in the game, but it's very trick dense, and there's a lot of things that are a little bit finicky to input.
There are some technical rooms, yeah. The most technical part is probably going to be Adam Skip, of course. Which I'm sure they.
Technical.
Yeah, I'm sure they shouldn't have trouble with it. They're consistent, but you know, you can't always get it first try. So we'll see how it goes.
Adam Skip comes for us all in the end, is the thing. You can be literally the best runner in this game in the entire world and still get it third try. Like, it's just a thing that happens. And Super
Oh, and-
Boost is fairly technical as well, and I'm pretty sure Delusional and Sat both use different setups for it.
Oh yeah, I wonder about that. Let's see what I do.
The Sat uses a setup that I don't like, because I always bonk my head.
That's the Sonic Orochi setup.
But it always
All right,
sets you
done.
really, really high on the wall, so you can always grab the ledge.
Oh,
Delusional goes for the same setup.
It's the same one. Okay, they do the same setup.
It's a good setup.
It works. I use a different setup, but I tried that one and I usually just mess up the high wall or something. I'm not sure, so I just went for the other one. But this is a good setup too.
I always end up jumping early and bonking my head on the thermal door, and that's just the worst.
Yeah. Then you just have to do the backups.
Alright, let's see what green enemy
let's
spawn
see.
we get.
Yeah, okay. That's a decent one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Not really in the way. What about
It's not 1 in 500.
It gets a good spawn. Nice.
Excellent.
Alright, so runners aren't getting sabotaged by the green enemy. That is great.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Although with Adam Skip, it's really only that room. The rest is all determined based on your ability to navigate the rooms. Because as long as you weave through these platforms that Sat's on right now quickly, you'll never run into this enemy here.
Yeah, it will stop before it crosses that ledge, so you're
Nice
pretty much
weave.
safe.
Yeah, so they both made it through. Let's see if Sat gets the
much
reslide.
Let's see how much time they're apart.
Nice.
Oh, he gets it. Nice. It's like roughly 52 on the button. Alright, they're like 6-7 seconds apart. That's not much. That's not a big difference.
Nope. And Delusional didn't get the reslide, so that's going to lose him like 1 second as well.
Yeah.
I don't even go for the reslide anymore. I just slide under and then jump to the left to be as close to the wall as I can, because the reslide's so annoying.
Dude, I've been doing just like slide and shoot, but then I rewatched my race with Prince and he does it, and I saw like we were neck and neck at that point, and then he was ahead, so I started doing it too.
If you do the slide under, like the slide and shoot, you can just jump to the right, like you can just jump back over.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Sad.
Ooh, that's
get the
half
grab.
of an attempt.
We're not getting the respin there. Here goes
That
Prince
looks
as
good.
well. Alright,
Yep,
that's
great.
sad.
He's through.
As
And
first try,
Delusional's
they're a lot
Alright.
closer now. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Sat lost about a second and a half there, roughly, something like that, for that half of an
Yeah.
attempt.
There's like half an attempt, one fail, and then he gets it.
Yeah, still really close.
Alright. Yeah, they're very close now.
15-12
Oh,
button.
there's that jump.
Oh, and he missed the
Oh,
button.
Prince missing!
14.
No!
Jeez. Oh, wow. It's those little things that make your blood boil. You lose a little time, and you're just like, ah. And then you got to watch a 40-second cutscene.
I like for a moment you could see the lava leveled on both of their screens. That was kind of funny. Alright, here we go.
And now
into 40. There's like that's 3-4 second difference. Oh yeah, you always get that weird spawn with the green enemy here.
This is like the simplest room, but it's possible to make a mistake on. You just melee, and then you melee again. But it's possible to just bonk the enemy.
Yeah,
Nice
I hate
reverse
doing
grab.
that melee.
Yeah. All right, they're both through.
They're through. Alright. Let's see how quickly they get through this section.
Very
Quick
nice.
charge on the magnet, that's very fast.
No charge missile on the worm, though.
Oh, Prince had an angled shot there, almost missing the door. Very, very nice that he got it.
They made it through. Yeah, we're not really sure about that, Lancer. I know that there's like a small echo. We're not really sure how to fix it. We're trying, though.
Yeah, I've tried to mess around. I think it's from my but I've tried to redo the devices on Discord and it still keeps happening. I think it's better, but it's still happening.
It's definitely better, but it is still happening infrequently, though. All right, let's check the A presses for Cataris here. Oh, jeez. These two are so close right now. Let's see. 1705 for Sat. And 07, a high 07
High,
for Delusional.
so between 2 and 3 seconds. All right, that's a very, very small lead.
And the coolest thing about like having a close race like this is like they're going into Dairon 1, right? Dairon 1 is such a check of like how consistent you are with your movement and how well you know basic movement. Because like once you get to the dark room, it's just like, can you quick rise? Can you, you know, deal with enemies? Can you weave platforms? The first room has a slope jump. Pardon me, has a slope jump on it that Sat's doing right now. Very nice. It's a weave through here too. There's a lot to know.
Very nice.
It's a lot to know.
Yeah, lots of microing around this section. Because again, like Glitchless doesn't have a lot of shortcuts and stuff. It's all about that nice little movement.
Yeah, you really have to be able to move through this game to get a really competitive time in this category. Jeez,
oh my
the quick
God.
rises
That's
are
like,
so small.
That movement by Sat was so crisp, so nice to see.
Ugh, by both of them, really. It's just like the one thing that I noticed between the two of them is like Sat takes the corners like ever so slightly tighter. Like he's gonna get real close to the bottom edges, and like you think he's gonna bonk sometimes. Jeez, this movement.
Yeah, those quick hop timings are just real nice. I said.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's still about 3 seconds between our runners right now, and this exit from wide beam is also like deceptively difficult. It looks really easy, but it's genuinely like kind of tough.
Yeah, it is really hard to do it cleanly without
Delusional
wasting time.
Controlled by the wide beam block. Nice D-boost.
So this still
was
gets
good.
the D-boost. Nice.
Sat got a really clean run through. Did not
Going
bonk
with
the
that
door at
mini.
all. So what I'm seeing from Dairon is that Sat is pretty locked in right now. Those mistakes.
Yeah, I
Don't
think those
mean
early
anything to him.
mistakes. Yeah, he's getting over those early mistakes now.
Yeah. Same with Delusional, considering he's kept pace. Like, has not really lost a meaningful amount of time, other than that wide beam block just totally trolling him. He lost a couple of seconds there, which is frustrating, but not insurmountable. He can get past it.
True. So 20-minute mark, we're going to see the two runners making their way to the central unit fight for the green Emmy and acquiring Morph Ball. We could see some
stupidity.
Some stupidity on the green Emmy kill. Maybe Sat's going to go for so-called Professor Stupid strat. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think either of them are gonna do it.
I think there's a good chance we see Sat doing it.
Maybe. Let's see how these Charlies come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, missed it and adapted and went straight to missiles. Genuinely really good adaptation.
Yeah, you do have to manage your shots with the spawning rings.
Yeah. That's how you know Sat's been playing fighting games. His adaptation is on point. Oh, he's doing
there
it.
He is. He's gonna go for it.
He's got it. That's clean.
Good landing.
Yeah, he's good.
Ooh, good follow up. All right, you got it. Prince
PP
is not
going
gonna go
for
for
it.
that stupidity. All right.
But he is gonna mash. So like that's gonna save him a little bit of time. If you can mash faster than 12 hertz, like you got good damage on the Emmy faceplate.
Yeah, you can start charging that blast a little earlier. So that's good too.
Kind of puts you equal with PS. You still start higher.
Does
though.
it?
I would imagine so. Probably saves you around a second or two. Probably just one, honestly, if I had to guess. Ooh, they almost had the Morph Ball text box on screen at the same time.
45 on the press. Delusion gets 52, so they're about 7 seconds apart right now.
Okay. Nice morph into the tunnel by Delusional.
Very fast tunnel by Sat, like crisp timing on those slides and unmorphs, very nice.
And neither one hitting the missile
Prince
tank.
is not behind. Sat not gonna go for the 10 pack. He's gonna go to crit with 30 Well, how many missiles? 34? 36?
He's feeling confident.
He does get that extra tank from doing cloakless, as opposed to not getting it for print, but just 2 missiles isn't that much. He's gonna have to hope he gets good RNG on crate.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hope for good RNG, and also he's gonna have to be really accurate. Because it's easy to waste missiles on Kraid's closed mouth. Like if you start shooting too early, you can just bonk missiles onto his face, and you're just wasting ammo. And if you waste ammo on Kraid, I don't need to tell you. Sometimes it's terrible. You're waiting for a parry. Sat going for the double morph boost there.
If you watch some of the like top boss rush players, you'll see them like they just like micromanage their missiles so well. They just won't shoot when it would hit the face. It's really cool.
Yeah, the boss rushers have all of this stuff down to like a literal science. It's really incredible to watch some of their runs. Like it's a different level of boss fight. And then the game was they both got cheat shot on that charge door, by the way. I don't want to gloss over that.
That cheat shot double shot there. It does. It's nice. Double shot.
Do we get the smooth unmorph? Nope. I noticed recently on that slide at the very top, you can Delusional got the double shot too. You can morph early and you'll actually go down the slope just like a hair faster. Like if you slide as soon as you land, you will auto morph and it kind of boosts, you get a down boost. I didn't know about that.
You can also like intentionally morph as soon as you're under the the slope tunnel, right? Is what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you can also intentionally morph even if you don't slide too early, and it still drops you faster than if you just slide down.
Yeah. Wildly clean movement from both runners here. The Varia descent is like actually kind of hard to do fast too. Little stumble from that melee there.
Yeah, a little earlier than you'd like, but still gets you through.
Yeah. If anybody in the chat is looking to speedrun this game, you want to run this category, just emulate what these guys are doing. Like, just try to do the stuff that they do. Like, for the beginning of the game, it's kind of literally that simple. Like, slide when they slide, and pivot respin when they pivot respin. Like, that alone will take minutes off of your time.
Like, the top times for this category are only like 8 minutes-ish slower than the NMG any percent category, so don't go thinking that, oh, it's glitchless, it's much slower. It's not much slower, no.
It's really not. It's actually shocking how fast glitchless can be. Where it's so easy. I know. I know I'm really oversimplifying here, but it's if you press the buttons at the right time, good things happen.
I mean, you don't have all those complicated tricks that the categories do have. You have just movement and just hit.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kraid fight.
Kraid fight.
Sorry, missing some Charlies. Yeah. Getting good RNG though.
Very good RNG. Oh, nice! Before the vomit. 2, 3, 4. We're good.
Alright, yeah, that's it.
Delusional also getting good phase 1 RNG.
Very nice.
Wow.
Inside is getting good phase 2 RNG.
Oh no! Delusional fell on the single wall jumps. It's gonna cost him a little bit.
Time loss.
And he fell on the third jump too, which is tough. That's through.
Pretty nice RNG. Prince is getting the same RNG so far, but getting even better actually with the.
The punch is really good.
Yeah, that was really good. Claws, so you don't. Yeah, so you got claws, so you could refill missiles, and then gets the punch, so that's just free damage. Very good RNG for Prince.
Yeah.
Got
the worm cycle.
For that. Nice. That's gonna make double for that hiccup with the single wall jump.
Yeah, true. Worm cycle? Nice. I just want to comment that Atom skip is hard, but it is by no means mandatory to get like a really decent time. Like you can literally get like a 121, 122 with no atom skip. You can get a 119 probably with no atom skip. Like you can do it.
It's possible, but I would also say that atom skip is probably the most important trick you want to learn, like starting out the speedrun. Aside from, of course, tutorial any skip and stuff for glitches. But
Yeah.
like, this is a trick that you use in all categories and saves a massive amount of time. It saves minutes, so it's like one of the first tricks you want to learn for sure.
Yeah, it's also one of those things where like it enables a lot of really cool stuff in the later part of the game. Like there's a couple of speed keeps that can't exist if you don't do atom skip.
Yeah, like Gavin has some really cool speed keeps thanks to that, especially.
Yeah, the Alun Gav keep specifically is the one that I think of every time because I just love it. It's so fun to do.
So they are done with the hot soup, as some people call that part, with
Yes.
the peyote jumps.
That's a good point, Jay. If you can't end up getting the atom skip, the movement is definitely the thing to work on for sure. But I also agree that giving it a real honest try is important. 2850 for grabbing grapple.
I think the small mistakes that Prince has made are building a larger lead for Sat. It's very small things, but like Sat
Like
is
that ledge
really
grab.
locked in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
you're
locked in.
absolutely right. Sat says, I don't want to have to play this game a second time. I'm trying to go back to Street Fighter right now.
You got a very clean climb there with grapple. Very nice. It's not easy to do that accurately every time. That last magnet can be a little tricky to get.
It can. The last magnet is so weird. It's such a strange angle if you don't kill the beetle. And then you get exactly what just happened to Delusional.
Yeah, that's it.
You just tickle the grub with the grapple beam. You go boolooloot.
I think under pressure it's actually a good strategy. Just grab the second magnet and take a little bit of time to aim and bypass the last slug, because it can actually lose a lot of time if you don't get.
Oh yeah, you can waste 15 seconds on that magnet if you're not careful. For a very long time, I actually would just take the time to kill the grub and then shoot my grapple.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what kind of yellow Emmy spawn Sat gets right now.
There's one potentially bad spawn which can be mitigated with some strats. He gets it. He just goes through it. He doesn't even care. He just goes
No
through. That's very
cloak.
nice.
He just knows.
Oh, he
Ooh,
doesn't get the Enmorph though.
very quick adaptation though.
Yep.
No Darkroom pseudo and glitchless feels bad. He's probably gonna get this grapple shot too. Boop.
It is not getting the bad spots. It just goes through, chilling.
I love that little grapple shot in the Darkroom.
Yeah, your window of opportunity to nail that grapple shot is very, very small.
It's very small, and it saves you one ledge, like literally one ledge. But it's worth it.
It's barely even worth it, but if you get it, it is worth it, of course. So Sat is done with Morph Bomb. 31-12 roughly.
On the pickup?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and this is kind of what we were talking about, is like these little tiny movement things are the things that just kind of literally snowball over the course of the run.
Yeah, like a tiny slip up here and there. They were 7 seconds apart. They're now 19 seconds apart, more or less. So they really do add up.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the difference between a top time and a top time is really just those small mistakes adding up.
And for what it's worth, like, it's really, really, really difficult to play this game at the level that these runners are playing it at, because the amount of minutia that you need to be aware of and also execute on is tremendous. There's just a lot of stuff that you have to know and be able to do to get times like these.
Absolutely.
Oh, did Sat go for golfing? I didn't even see.
I think he didn't get it.
I know Delusional didn't even go for it. He just fell down and jumped in.
Yeah.
Which is super valid, honestly.
Like, I do that too. It feels fast. To me, it feels just as fast as trying to go for the ace. I never seen a comparison between the two approaches, so I don't know for sure.
I think they're relative, honestly. I think they're as fast as each other because if you do successfully golf, you get kind of hung up on the ledge and you have to gain your speed again. But if you don't golf, you're just already at speed.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
All right, a little slide cloak didn't get beamed.
We're about to see both runners getting flash shift. There's this trick called backdoor flash shift they're gonna do. I expect them to not have too much trouble with it, but it could go on second try or third. We'll see.
You never know. It is a race after all.
Indeed.
Races are inherently cursed.
No, I really like this little grapple here on that little magnet because in other categories you may not have grapple at this point, but in Glitch this you do. It's a nice little optimization.
Sat's through.
Looks like first try, nice.
I do that grapple a little bit differently than everybody else does. I like to grapple boost and then hit the ledge, and then I kind of like jump and morph to sweet spot between the enemy and the ledge because I don't like taking damage.
That's pretty cool.
I don't even know if it's faster or not. I just like to do it. Delusional's through!
I kind of wanted to try that now that you mentioned that. I usually just like, I go through, I kill the enemy and just slide. But yeah, ideally on that kind of ledge, you would like to melee, but since the enemy's on the way, you don't go through immediately.
Yeah, you don't even get the opportunity.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Alright, Sat's through the blobs. Is he gonna go for the boost to get up the platform?
There's almost no reason not to.
And he gets it. Very nice.
C-Boost is just good like that.
Alright, and Sat is done with Bereni 1. Bereni's gonna go for those quick charges. So they both go in. I wonder what's like. There's another strat you can do there where you stay outside of the tunnel.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
It's just more comfortable for me.
I believe that to be faster, but I can't say for sure.
I think if you are crouched and were able to get like a nice turnaround for the second shot, it would probably be fast, but like it's weird to do the turnaround into the angle that is required. But I don't know, because like you don't have to roll under and come back, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I catch the fish in an earlier cycle doing that, but you know, not having the comparison side by side is hard to say.
Yeah, and that's why I do it that way too, is because I like the positioning of the fish better, and like I tend to lay a morph ball bomb on the second fish to change its direction on the way down.
Yeah.
But everybody's kind of got their own strats for that kind of thing, because it's truly like every room strat should be timed to find out what the actual best thing is, but it's that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Right. Nice Charlie's, nice dodging, and he gets all the damage very fast. See you fight by Sat.
Delusional's having a good navigation up to the Emmy, or up to the CU rather.
They're literally high-fiving on the way in and out of the CU fight. Sat gets the Omega stream going.
Delusional missed one done. Charlie. Nice.
And he's done with it.
Now we have the stuff that makes the game go real fast.
Oh yeah. Actually, it's the combination of Speed Booster and Flash. So we're gonna see right off the bat Sat picking up that Speed Booster and just zooming through Dairon, and that is really cool to see.
Just so much zooming.
But it's not just Speed Booster. Like obviously earlier we got Flash that contributes just as much or even more perhaps than the Speed Booster. And you're gonna see the runners do some pretty complicated chains, like, you know, do flash shift. You can do flash shift 3 times, but you're gonna see them flash shift once, do a little jumps and minor movement, and then chain the rest. You know, making some pretty interesting movement. You're gonna see that too.
Literally after the morph spark that's coming up right here, the next room is a series of 5 flash shifts. You're gonna go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Like it's
nice.
and that movement is hard. It took me a
Yeah.
long time to be able to do that.
Yeah, you're basically combining flash shift single wall jumping with all those pauses and just kind of zipping through those platforms.
Because
It's not
there
easy
is
to
like
time that.
there's a little bit of a downtime that you can use between the flash shifts to like do other stuff. There's like a little
Yeah.
internal cooldown it has, and as long as you're flashing within that little internal cooldown, like you're good.
Yeah, if you take too long doing those jumps and stuff, you won't be able to chain your second and third flash shift, so you have to be very quick with those inputs.
Yeah, like those 3 up to that ledge where that other speed is, I miss the third one a lot because I just wait a hair too long. And this is one of my favorite shine sparks in the game.
This is a very stressful part for me. Just not getting this shine spark costs a lot of time, but Sad gets it, very nice.
It does cost a lot of time if you mess it up. Ooh, nice reaction to the RNG. That's good. Very nice. All right, he's good. He's through.
Nice. Very fast fight.
Oh, no!
Oh, it didn't get... No!
I
is
I
he gonna back
apologize
up?
for the commentator's curse. I'm
Ooh.
sorry. It was not on purpose.
Okay, he gets the backup. That's fine.
Yeah, you got the backup. That was good.
You do
Delusional got
have
the speed
very...
boost as well.
Yeah, you do have very little time to react there on the speed booster.
Yeah.
Anyway, he gets first spark, flash. Oh, but he didn't
Oh,
get
no.
through. He didn't get it again. Oh, but he's
Alright,
gonna
we're
get
okay.
it now.
Ooh,
Oh, he also
Jeez!
no.
What's going on, boys?
They're basically getting the same mistake on this fight.
Well, they both
Unfortunately.
tried to store too early, and that's
Yeah,
tournament
yeah.
nerves. That's literally just like that's just nerves.
I think it's rare to get like a clean fight on this guy in tournaments.
I would tend to agree with that statement. Yeah, for sure. This is a fun section too. There's a couple of ways to go through here. The way Sat's going to go through it is pretty much the fastest way, and it's also really fun.
You know, for the
That
speed
jump is
booster, he
really
gets it.
particular. Oh, he
but he
grabbed
grabs
the
the
ledge.
ledge. No. It's
Genuinely
it-
difficult.
Once you're past that top section, the rest it doesn't lose too much time. But he doesn't
Yeah.
get that nice flash chain. We'll see if maybe Prince gets it.
'Cause, like, you have to go between like being stick neutral.
Oh, he gets the one in the hole.
He did golf that time.
Nice.
Yeah, because you have this jump is really specific, and then you have to go like stick neutral and then run again, and it's easy to accidentally try to run too early, and that's why that ledge grab happened there.
1, 2, 3. Nice.
Nice.
Prince gets that nice flash chain.
One. Oh, not 2 flashes. Nice.
And both golfers. Wait, I thought Prince wasn't going for the golf, but he did.
He's probably listening to the commentary and was like, you know what? I can golf, man. I can golf.
Yeah, I'm gonna show the viewers how it's done.
Don't
There
talk
it is.
junk. I can golf.
All right, this is also a pretty cool section. You got lots of speeding. Let's see how Sat's gonna do it.
So can he get the link here? Nice.
Gets it.
Morph tunnel.
Nice.
Very nice. And I don't think he's going to go for True Link. I think I'm the only one crazy enough to go for that.
I used to go, but it's true that just continuing with the flash chains is faster. By a small amount, but it is faster.
Even if you actually get the True Link, I was under the impression that if you got it, it was faster.
No, it is still slower, but not by much. Like
Oh.
a fraction of a second, maybe.
Eh,
I
worth
did a
it for
comparison
drag strats.
recently. It is very cool. I'm sad it's not faster
Me too.
because I like it.
Ooh,
Oh no,
jeez.
he falls.
Good
No.
recovery, though. Good recovery.
Okay, he can get back.
That flash chain there to recover was insanely good. That was really cool.
Yeah, like normally you expect to go through the top of the slope. The game kind of eases you in if you insist, but it didn't get
Yeah.
that.
I've been kind of opting for a safety strat there, where I don't take that flash straight up. I do what Delusional's doing, and I flash there now.
And I do a strat that's completely different from that. We all have our strats.
Yeah. I've just gotten, like, messed up by that slope too many times. And we totally glossed over Sat's one cycle drog, executed flawlessly.
Nice climb as well.
Very nice climb.
Alright. Into the flash shift. So let's see how Prince does that.
Missed the diffusion.
This is the charge. Yeah, but he can still back it up.
Yeah, I don't know that it matters.
Oh, but he doesn't
he
get
missed
charge
two
here.
diffusions there. Okay, he still got
he
it.
still gets it. He still gets it. Okay.
That was a little spooky, though.
Yeah. I know I do count my missiles differently, so I wasn't sure if he... Well, I imagine he counts it...
differently, too.
God dang it, we all play this game differently. How is it possible?
It's just so variable. So much interesting stuff. And now there's a whole load screen between the two runners right now.
Yeah. You know, it's actually good that we all do things differently. It's nice to be able to appreciate all the different ways we can do stuff and how fast ones are or whatever, right? If we all did everything the same way, it'd be weird.
I love being able to steal tech from people.
Yeah, same.
And I know people steal tech from me sometimes, too. Doesn't happen a lot, but it happens. Shine Spark and 30 missiles, and the Robo is done.
Very nice fight. So really making use of that 10-pack skip from earlier, Sad hasn't run into any issues so far.
Yeah, and he's likely not going to. There's really no more of like big missile checks in the game.
Yeah, at this point, if you do good weaving, you don't need more than 30-ish at Ravenbeak, so there's really nothing else to stress about.
Yeah. That's one of the differences between manual mashing and like playing with turbo, is that with turbo you do need at least 50 missiles, because you need 50 missiles for Ravenbeak Phase 2, and there's no fast way to do it without 50 missiles. Because you're not permitted to weave missiles with turbo.
Right.
Stat getting a ridiculously good super missile split. Delusional following with an equally good super missile split. In my opinion, one of the hardest splits to do fast in the game. Like it's such tight and weird movement.
Sad going for that D boost.
Good old Hackathon boost.
Way to a lot. So how does... Alright, they're both using the same strats here. Just clean climb on the... clean grab on that ledge.
Hackathon boost. There it is.
Indeed, there it is.
We love our space whale.
Is that actually faster than a good flash chain?
I think so. And if not, it's at least cooler, so it's faster
like,
for me.
I don't do that deboost, but now I'm like...
I want to say it was timed at one point by like
Bane
or Noya or one of the JP runners.
Yeah, one of the JP. Yeah.
But I'm not 100% sure. I love that.
I'm like rethinking my life choices, but we'll see. I'll say about that another time.
Yeah.
Right, this section you got some deboosts.
Yeah.
He gets it, nice. You just flash shift into the enemy there, slide, and then redo the flash shift, because normally you can't flash shift again if you get deboosted like that, but by doing the slide you're able to. That's a nice little trick there.
And it's also like you have to kind of delay the second flash shift, because otherwise you won't grab the ledge.
Yeah.
Sat getting a real nice speed keep up to the gobbler here.
Actually, I don't think it's the delay to the flash. It's more like you have to delay the slide a little bit, otherwise it gets eaten by the flash animation.
Yeah, that can happen too.
Alright, Sad getting good RNG there. Well, actually not getting good RNG there.
Yeah, no, he did a wall kick, so...
Yeah, taking longer to skip phase 1.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
Again with the wall!
Oh my god.
What a jerk!
Yeah, that makes for not ideal mashing, because you have to aim a bit, and aiming while gripping the controller is not ideal.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what mashing technique you use, it's a pain to have to aim. Being neutral is way easier.
For sure. Anyway, making his way out of one very fast.
Got the greatest time save of all time. Delusional also getting some
Also getting-
wall jumps there.
These runs are getting robbed by the Chosen Warrior. Ravenbeak is watching this stream, guys.
Yeah, right. Ravenbeak is like, hey, jump to the wall. Get on the wall.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're about to get to arguably the most exciting part of this run, which is going to be the glitchless early ice. It's like the
Definitely.
defining trick for this category.
Yeah. And one of my favorite to do in the game, I love the run up to it, and I love the trick itself. There's a really great speed keep that you do from this tram to the setup for glitchless early ice. Is you just go all the way through. And then you can't
mentioned
get
earlier
a
about
bad
Adam
enemy.
skip. Oh no!
Oh no! That's all right. I mean, he got the favorable Emmy spawn, so like
Does he
it's
get one?
really not that bad.
Getting a buffer jump out of flash. Let's see if he makes it in time. All
We're
right,
good.
just in time.
Not
He's
going
not gonna go for the super, but gets
for the
through anyway. Very
consistency.
nice. Yeah.
Because I don't know that he's taken the time to learn the new one yet. Delusional got the rough spawn, but as long as you delay your wall jump on that left wall, easy peasy.
Yeah, it's only a few seconds faster. It's like not a deal breaker.
No, not at all.
Consistency is much more important for this trick.
And Delusional did the
Getting-
same thing. Ooh, okay,
Getting
we had a
the
little
bad
bit of a
spawn,
delay there, but he made it.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing
Very
too,
nice.
is that like the traditional method of doing the trick is a little bit easier to deal with the bad spawn. Like it's really, you must have the knowledge to do the new strat and deal with the bad spawn. If you don't have it, there's like really no way to do it.
I mean, I guess it goes for both approaches. Because if you
That-
get
that
bad
is
spawn,
true.
you get bad spawn.
Yeah, bad spawn is bad spawn, but like if you're fast enough with the traditional method, you almost don't even have to deal with it because it's not even climbed down yet by the time you're up the room.
Yeah, I mean, with the super version, if you get bad RNG, you're always going to be like a hair like distance from touching the enemy. That is scary.
It is
Sure.
scary. Even if you know exactly what to do, it's still like,
Yeah.
And like if your last wall jump is too high, you can miss the store, go through the Emmy door, and then you have to run all the way back down and not get hit by the Emmy and do the trick again. Also known as a reset.
Because you've checkpointed outside on the other side, so you don't get
Yeah.
to go back in like that.
No speed keep here. You can get a speed keep there to spark down this tunnel. But it is very difficult. And if you fail it, it does lose a little bit of time.
Yeah, you still have to destroy that that inky thingy,
Yep.
so you got to be really fast to make it work.
Fun fact, there is
Prince
enough
is gonna go
time.
for it. Prince is gonna go for it though.
As long as your aim is good and your movement is good,
All
there
right.
it is. He's done it.
Nice. Maybe gaining a little bit of time back.
Yeah, a little bit. There is a version of it where you can do the Enki and the grapple block and the other Enki and still have time.
Oh, the F1 route.
Yeah, I labbed it. I was
Nice.
curious if it was
That was
possible.
really cool.
Now, the trolliest trick, no matter how good you are at this game, it is possible to mess up early grav.
Is that going for the optimized tunnel?
Love the optimized tunnel. Oh, I like that melee. That's tight. I'm stealing that.
That's just getting that right distance for the speed booster to kick in right as you go over the blocks, breaking them as a store. That's very nice.
Got the morph charge there. Oh,
Oh, getting a little stumped there by the blob. Let's see if he
let's
gets
see.
the god blobs.
demigod blobs.
I didn't get him, but it's fine. It's not easy to get.
No, and that's the second best version, so worked out.
That's gonna go
Normally-
grab the grab suit right there. Let's see how Prince does this part.
Let's see.
Nah. Couldn't get it. Okay,
Still good though.
still good.
He definitely got robbed by one of those quick charges, unfortunately. All right, and now to the fart zone.
I'm curious to see how they do fart. It's like a not heavily compared area. I feel like everyone runs it differently with flash shift basing, speed boosting, etc. I'm kind of curious to see how they do it.
Yeah, I used to like speed keep the whole thing, but then I learned the flash shift way for like the Artaria 1 climb. And I kind of like that a little bit better, but I do the end weird because I'm weird. And I like to spark bounce, so I found a way that I can spark bounce, so I like that. Things are really get a little bit spicy once you beat the frozen Chozo.
Oh yeah. Lots of good old movement.
The Fartaria Speedway is definitely one of my favorite parts of any category. Just doing this section is really fun.
Yeah, it does have some of the most unique movement in the game, and you don't see it a lot because most other categories like non-glitches will skip Frozen Artaria.
Yeah, because you can.
Yeah. So
it is one of the reasons I like all bosses, because you can't skip it.
Yeah.
All right.
So Prince gonna go for the fight as well. There's where the speed boosting begins.
Yes, and there is a speed link that you can do at this section where Sat is. In this next room, you can jump out of this tunnel and keep speed, but it's really difficult. And Sat got stopped by that missile platform there, and that's what happens sometimes.
Yeah, he carried speed out of the tunnel, but unfortunately wasn't able to get that jump to continue it. It's really, really hard.
It is. It's difficult. Let's see how Delusional does. I didn't get it either.
He didn't get it, yeah.
That's probably one of the harder speed links in the game for sure. Flash is here.
Flash shifting through the section. Overshot a bit, but that's okay.
Yeah. Going for the Charlies from Delusional.
Alright, very nice. I actually stole that flash chain from Sat. That is a little optimization over like awaiting your full cooldown for the third flash, which other people do. It's very nice by Sat.
It's kind of a weird timing. It's a lot like the one in Dairun.
Yeah, see how Prince did it? I think the way Sat does is a little faster. You actually just chain the original 3 flash hits together.
Yeah, I think it is faster as well, and you kind of just like delay.
Yeah.
In between the first and second. That's how I do it. Oh my goodness, there's still just a load screen part. Keeping a load screen difference between runners is nutty to me. Anything can happen at this point. We're still, believe it or not, it's still early enough that things can happen, but we're getting to the point where there's not many opportunities to catch up.
Yeah, we're going to see one potentially now called Z57 RNG. We'll see how this next boss is going to play with them.
Yeah, let's see. So you get 2 openers. It could be Claw or could be Vomit. We want Vomit.
Okay.
Vomit it is.
Getting the good RNG to start. Very nice.
Really clean charge missiles, too.
Yeah. He might just be able to get the whole thing. Oh,
wow, nice.
Good RNG. Very nice. Good RNG, but you also played that very well.
Ooh, missed a Claw. That's a bummer. All right, let's see what Delusional gets. Ooh, he got Claw.
He gets the bad RNG.
He snuck the missile in, though. He did get the missile. Double Claw! Oh my god!
Oh, that's awful.
Ravenbeak said, I don't want Delusional to win this race.
Losing a lot of time by default. That is not his fault.
Literally just RNG said you lose time. That's really genuinely unfortunate, because otherwise he executed that fight so cleanly. Let's see how the speed keep goes for
charge
Sat.
missile just... He stores there, okay.
Oh, he made it. He's out. Yeah, that's like the best way to do it, is the way that Sat did it. Without a jump upgrade, that's how you gotta do it, for sure.
You can actually link it...
Without a jump?
Without a jump and without storing. I do it.
What? You have to teach me the ways.
You have to like jump on the door frame into the ceiling and bonk there, and then you fall and jump again. You can probably watch one of my
Yeah, I'll have to watch one of your VODs to learn that.
The last race I did, I think I got that.
Because I honestly deeply hate storing. Because I'm used to doing that with a jump upgrade from like all bosses glitchless and stuff, and with a jump upgrade, it's easy. You just use your jump upgrade.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. Without a jump upgrade set part, I think it's a little finicky, but it is possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to grind that out.
So what matters is consistency, and they went for consistency, so that's...
Yeah, for sure. Like, especially in a race setting, like, much less grand finals of the tournament, like, in a race setting, in general, you want to be consistent.
Right, this movement is getting the wrong flashes there.
Ooh. I would have been real mad about that ledge grab.
Yeah,
if I were that, like...
He got quite a bit thrown off by the mistakes earlier.
Oh my goodness, Delusional's movement is falling apart too. Like, what is it about this screw attack room, man?
Oh man, this room is just tearing them apart.
It's like they know what's coming. They know they gotta do Berenia bots. They know they gotta deal with SQ. They gotta deal with Golzuna. There's a bunch of unfavorable and annoying stuff ahead. So that your mental just gets shattered.
Like, I have no doubt these runners are, confident in their Golzuna, but like speed booster mishaps can happen, and we've seen it already with the QR bot. So
yeah, nice missile skip from Sat there.
I hope they get it though. Yeah, it's skipping the missile and saving a bit of time with that.
Good 0% tech.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it's getting
unlucky, but it's all right. They still stay.
Okay, they're still lined up.
Lined up. Really good fight overall.
Avoid that shot. He has to avoid that shot for safety, so not the ideal fight, but it still saved it.
Delusional also dodging the missile.
Doing the same thing, nice.
Very, very nice.
That is the fastest way to get through that section.
Yep.
And since they are both mashers, they're not really gonna need that 10 back there, so skipping is, you don't really miss out on anything.
Delusional having an excellent bots fight, cutting it close with his life.
Oh, a little low HP, yeah. Very nice.
Jeez. This race. 1 hour in, about 15, 16 minutes to go. There's this last 16 minutes is it's a lot of race left. A lot can go wrong in this next room. I don't want a commentator's curse or nothing. If I do, I'm sorry in advance, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, we can get it, but he can...
Recovery. He's good.
He can still back up. He can still back it up.
Nice.
Alright, very nice. Oh, is that enough?
Ooh.
Oh, that was not enough room. He's gonna have to go with the backup damage now.
Yep.
We cannot take he can't take another hit though.
No.
He's really making sure to dodge that.
You have to. That stuff hits like an absolute truck. Golzuna hits so freaking hard.
He's gonna go for the speed booster and get
nice. Very good recovery on that. Managed to maintain his lead. Because if he had to fight Golzuna fully the normal way, he was losing that lead.
Yeah.
And he knew that.
Prince gets a clean Golzuna fight, so that is going to be a lot of time he's going to catch up here with this boss fight.
I want to echo Jay's sentiments from chat, is that it was incredible execution on Sat's part, really great awareness, and the not dying part of it is huge. Because a death at this point in the race, that's the race. Like, you're done.
For sure, yeah. I want to point out that he made sure to dodge the cross bomb, the third cross bomb. He actually had to do that.
Yeah, he made a point to like run to the wall jump really high, so that way it landed in a place where he didn't even have to worry about it. I would absolutely agree with what Manny said, is that you have to lock in to not choke on Golzuna's attacks when you actually have to fight it. Because Golzuna, you're only at 2 tanks Gravity Suit is not enough protection. Golzuna hits like a Mack truck. It's wild how hard that boss hits.
Like you can manipulate the position of those crossbow attacks by Golzuna, of course, but like you, as a runner, you're not expecting to have to deal with that. So it's not something that you'd want to like spend time practicing because you just want to like get the thing in one go clean, right? But
yeah, exactly. You don't even want to have to think about it because you want to be able to force spark him and call it a day. The Morph Ball maze, because double turnaround grapple is not allowed.
He forgot.
Oh, what?
Having trouble. He forgot to pull the grapple block, and then he wasn't with the time.
And the worm, like, somehow just attached to the door there.
Yeah, because it was. I think he was gonna grab the grapple block, but then like fell off the ledge, so he had to jump back up. And I think going down kind of makes the worm spawn and move earlier.
Yeah, there's only a 6-second difference now between these runners. I would just like to point that out. Oh my goodness, this is stressful. Good old Ferenia. Some of the more difficult movement in the game in Ferenia that a lot of people don't always spend time on that they probably should.
Lots of dash melees and flash shifting. This section is very fun to play.
It is. Once you actually learn it, it's really fun, but when you don't know it, it's really annoying. Because when I was, like, before I started actually, like, learning the game, I hated this part of the game because it's just really a pain if you don't have the optimized movement. But once you learn the flashes and the dash melees and stuff, it feels so fun.
Yeah, and for a long time, we didn't even know what the optimized movement was like. This section was actual boring. I agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely. But like those smooth like pivots and the flash chains, and it's just, it's so satisfying to play. Zach got a nice little weave there. You don't see a lot of people doing that between those shot blocks there, but you can do it.
Yeah, you need to slide on the top block.
1, 2, 3.
Textbook fight. Perfect.
Perfect
springboard. Not going for the 1 cycle, but going for the consistent 2 cycle. Commendable. Same for Prince.
Very nice. I think
both
he hit
getting
that.
very good fights.
Yeah, and I think Delusional hit that core like frame 1 when it became available to hit again.
Nice.
It's actually a little weird to time that stuff. And now we have the last bot fight of the game, which is supposed to be the second to the last bot fight of the game, but we're speedrunners. We do stuff out of order. It's fine.
Even in a glitchless run.
Yeah, even in a glitchless run, we're still skipping stuff. Let's see how this fight goes. Very nice. That one bot always jumps down.
I remember a time where I did this fight and it didn't jump down, but I think it's because I was slower on the spark. If you move fast, it just jumps down. I don't know.
Now we have Space Jump Heist. Neither runner going for the spark into there.
No, it is actually faster to flash you. You just have to be fast with the inputs, because one mistake and you're going to be stranded and have to go around, and that costs a lot of time.
It's so scary, dude. That's why I do the spark. It's like so scary to do it the faster way.
I don't think it's scary. Like you have to have a good grip on when you open the door. Like you want to flash as soon as the door is open. You actually have a bit of time, like the buffer if you make a mistake, but of course you don't want to make those mistakes there.
Yeah, that's why I do the spark, because you can't make a mistake. You just spark, and then you flash out, and it's fine. I'll take that 1.5 time loss, man.
So no one getting scammed by the storm doors. That is nice to see.
That is beautiful to see. I hate seeing people get scammed by storm doors. It's the worst. Both got the instant spark on the central unit as well, which is always really nice.
We might see different purple enemy fights.
I don't think too different though, right?
So I think Prince goes for the very fast strat where you basically plan. It's only possible with
mash.
turbo level mashing, yeah.
Oh, that's so scary to me.
I think Sad is not going to do that plant kill. He's just going to do the not as fast,
under.
but still fast. Yeah, yeah.
Shots are looking good. Hard to tell on the restream sometimes. No, I think he's got the slide under here. Delusional is going for the mash.
There it is.
Jeez.
Using that
107.29 kill.
I think he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, wow.
That is very impressive.
Wow, he definitely made up some time there. Now they're only 6 seconds apart. This is just a nail biter all the way through.
For sure. Now, so they're less than 20 seconds apart because that's how long this Emmy kill cutscene goes for.
Well, they both shot the faceplate like 6 seconds apart from each other, I think. A-Press was 108.02. A-Press here is 108.09. So
yeah,
7 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly that. Absolutely wild to me. To be this deep into the race and this close to each other. Like, it's really impressive.
Dude, you would never think this would happen after those early mistakes we saw, and like they just keep going back and forth.
Yeah. It's just how races are. Like we said, races are cursed. It's just a lot of pressure, especially in the grand finals. Money on the line, you know, it's difficult. It's difficult to keep composure for an hour and 17 minutes.
Yep.
And to keep executing.
So what do we have left in this run? We have the Powerbomb Chosen Warrior, the Elite Gold Chosen Warrior, Ravenbeak, and Escape. There's
Boss Fight Gauntlet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nice flash shifts in the air by Sap. I like to see that.
Ooh, Delusional getting hit by that robot a little bit. It's going to cost him a little bit.
Sag is going away with 2 locks, but he still should be able to get it.
Yeah, because he squeezed in, I think, 2 missiles and a couple of shots.
Yeah.
So he was able to phase transition. Taking a little bit of intentional damage there to get a little bit of extra mashing in, which is nice. Jeez, that was a really good fight by Delusional, too. Fist close on 109.42. 109.50. So lost about
8 seconds though.
Yeah, lost a second on that robot. This genuinely might come down to Ravenbeak RNG.
Oh, and mashing, because Prince is doing a faster mashing, so he might get some time on Ravenbeak because of that.
That's true.
Also, we're gonna have to see the Powerbomb RNG. Like, usually in Rookie you get Powerbombs, but sometimes you don't, and have to farm some robots. We'll see how it goes for them.
Oh, Sap missing the powerbomb.
Not getting the PB. Ooh.
Oh, he got it. He got it. He's at 2 for 2 right now.
But he only has 1. Oh no,
2!
He got it back. Okay, you got it back. You got it back. Never mind. Never mind.
Jeez, I can't believe he got it right at the end there. The reason you need a powerbomb, folks, is for this room right here. Powerbomb store.
This one's absolutely mandatory.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. All right, let's see. Let's see how this fight
on
goes.
59. You're only 5 seconds apart, roughly.
Wow. Surprised to see Sat not going for storms there. Oh my goodness, I don't think that hit was intentional.
I think neither runner got the 2 attack cycle.
Yeah.
Right.
First parry at 111.25. First parry at 111.29. So 4 seconds now.
So with only 34 missiles, Sat doesn't get much to weave on phase 2 of this fight.
No, and his accuracy has to be really good too. Is the other piece of it, because if
he
you miss,
overshot the platform.
So once you start missing, it's not good.
Man, they are really close right now, and this is Ravenbeak. This is basically the end of the run. There isn't a lot more going on right now.
No. It's Ravenbeak and Escape. That's it. That's all we got left.
It's crazy that they're this close in the last like 3-4 minutes of the run.
Yeah. Lab member saying, looks like Dad has to decide the winner again. When Ravenbeak decides, everybody loses.
Start going for just flash shifting here. That's interesting. Actually, just speed boost across it. But...
honestly, I kind of like just flash shifting. I feel like I'm really bad at Iterash. I feel like I have the community's worst Iterash. Like, I don't know how true that is, but it feels true. All right, let's see. Let's see. Does he get the claw as first attack? Or RNG?
Oh.
First attack claw for
That's
Delusional?
Oh,
he does.
Get it.
He does.
Get it.
Slightly better RNG is going to save a little bit of time there.
Side going for the
Attack going
storm
for
lock just to
safety
be
lock.
sure.
Delusional
And
going for
Prince as
single
well.
lock.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Gatling
first attack.
First attack, very good.
Gatling
Prince
is
already
great.
on the left side for the best manip there. Sad slowly moving in, but prioritizing the shots for damage.
Which I don't think he's wrong for, honestly.
Yeah.
Another Gatling for Sat. Jeez.
All right.
Okay.
But Prince
Oh,
goes
Delusional
through phase
space
2
transition
first.
first. Oh, he's getting unlucky. Taking some beatings. Oh, Sat got a
That gets
son?
the sun.
What, both got a son?
They're neck to neck with the same RNG right now.
Wow. Shine Spark for Sat.
That's gonna be getting. Oh, he might be done with the fight. I'd like
Yeah.
this hyper beam.
Delusional get a counter.
he's not gonna
Oh
take
my
it.
goodness. Oh,
Oh
my
my God.
goodness.
What is they are? Prince
They're
had like
actu-
a second or half a second. I don't know.
This is literally going to come down to escape movement.
Is any of them gonna do the arc spark? I don't know if they.
I don't know. That's the real question. Because if Arc Spark happens, like, that's make or break. I feel sick too. Chat popping off right now, rightfully so. This is so close.
Dude, are we gonna go to grand finals? Is the question.
Yeah, we might go to bracket reset here. Wow, literally 1 second apart. We're gonna have to defer to race time.
Wow, anything
times on
goes. Like
this.
this escape, anything goes. One mistake is gonna cost a run. I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, good luck.
Oh my
runners.
goodness! I can't believe how close this is. I mean, I can. These guys are unbelievably good at this game. All right. Very clean from both.
Right, they
Delusional
both done
missed
the
the
tunnel.
tunnel.
Ooh.
That's going to lose him some time there. Oh, Sack got a ledge grab. Let's see. They both know about the melee, right? Like,
Yeah,
Delusional melee. Yeah, they both meleeed. Okay.
Double melee.
Are we going to see Arc Spark? That's the question.
I don't think they do it, but
Delusional, they're not going for it. I
no,
didn't
they're not
think
gonna
so.
go. Okay.
Are we going to get the melee off the platform here? Delusional got it. Sat didn't go for it.
They do. It's just so.
Oh my goodness. They were through the door.
It's the smallest difference, but it looks like Prince is gonna take the win.
He is. Wow. All right. Bracket reset.
Oh my
Bracket has been
goodness.
reset.
That is insane. By just a few
Delusional is
seconds,
the winner.
Delusion he actually makes it through.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that actually came down to escape. That is incredible. Yo, GG's to our runners. Very well played, both Delusional and Sat.
I do want to say, I know that within 3 seconds is a retime. I do want to say that technically speaking, per their timers, it is outside of 3 seconds, like per their split times. But it does depend on split, I guess. I don't know how that's gonna... Okay, Jay says it needs to be retimed. I do believe Jay is an admin as part of this, so I'm gonna defer to Jay on that.
Yeah, they may need to double check on the start times. Like,
Yeah. Wow. That was an intense race, team.
if you guys wanted a neck-to-neck run on the finals, you got it. That was
yeah, I
incredible.
mean, you don't get a closer race than that. I don't know that we've ever seen a closer race than that in any of the tournaments we've had so far. Yeah, unbelievably.
Actually, Sad and I had a similar
You did, right?
finish. We actually had a similar finish.
Wow.
It was in the grand finals, I think, not in the final. Like, it was in the bracket reset.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, but the chances of that happening are just astronomically low. What the heck?
Yeah. Yep. Wow. Wow. I don't even know how we're gonna go into the next match. Like, I'm not sure how all that's gonna happen. Yeah, I definitely agree that we want to be absolutely sure of the outcome before we make a decision. I'm gonna leave that to the administrators. I am going to be right back. I desperately need to use the bathroom. I will be right back.
All right, Seth says he's going to skip the interview invite. I wonder what Delusional wants to do. I mean, I imagine their nerves are like this hasn't been an easy race for either of them. They're probably like just I'm good until second match. Yeah, they're just like locked in right now. They don't want to do the interview, and that's okay. They just want to chill for the next race. So, because Delusional won, Delusion came from the losers bracket while satorha was in the winners bracket already. The fact that Delusional wins means they're gonna have to do another match, and the next match is gonna be winner takes it all.
Okay, I'm back.
And next match is gonna happen in like 15 minutes from now. So they are both declining the interview. So we're not gonna run an interview, which is understandable. I'm sure they're kind of nervous from all that.
I'm sure they're ready to just run it back. Like, this is just a quick bathroom break, and then we're off to the races again.
That too, yeah.
Jeez Louise. That was
that was a very intense race.
What a race that was. I cannot believe it. I also can't imagine the nerves right now after that escape.
Yeah.
That was really something else, and I'm sure you can tell I'm at a bit of a loss for words right now. But I do want to say that I feel like yes, the nerves are high right now, but being able to go back to Artaria and start at the beginning again is kind of like a nice soft reset to your nerves too. Because like, yeah, Artaria is difficult and everything, but it's also like you get to kind of chill and do the not low effort, but the less mental stuff going forward from there. And it does go to a next match, Golden Doe. It depends on the ruling of who actually won, because we do need to take into account, like Jay said, runner reaction times and stuff like that. And it's double elimination, yeah. So Sat now has moved down to the losers bracket or the second chance bracket, however you prefer to refer to it. Both are valid. Assuming the result, and then that match is the next one, and whoever wins that one is the winner of the tournament.
Exactly.
Just to be explicit on how all that works. And I presume we're running it back on the same Speedgaming channel and all that. We don't have to do anything differently.
Yeah, it's the same one. So I won't be commentating the next run. That will be for a lab member, I believe. He will join at Nolium.
Yes, I believe it is lab member.
Yeah, I'll stick around for a little longer to finish.
Please do.
This bracket, of course. But so it's in about like 12 minutes that the next one starts, so you can expect to see this swap in commentator. Just
yes.
like you.
It was a pleasure to commentate with you, Arcandy.
It was great. It was good fun.
It was fun. I really enjoy commentating this game, and I really enjoy being able to commentate with different folks. It makes it so much more fun for me.
So this was my first time commentating tournaments. I enjoyed it. It was kind of fun.
Nice. I'm glad.
It's a different energy from playing the game, having all those nerves, like being in the game and thinking about it, and just like here we're chilling.
Yeah, that's
not really because the race was intense, but like ideally, yeah, right?
It was really intense, but generally it's a little bit more chill than that. But
yeah, thanks, Jay. Thank you, Jay.
I would definitely second Jay on that. They are correct. You did a great job. Somebody I was in voice chat in the Dread server earlier, and they were like, "Good luck on commentary." I was like, "Listen, I don't need luck. It's gonna be great because I don't have to play the game against either of these guys again."
True.
I don't have to play, so I get to win.
Also, thanks for handling most of the commentator controls, because I wasn't entirely sure what I had to do, even though I did read the docs. But yeah,
it's a little finicky to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. Like I remember the first couple of times I commentated, I let my co-commentator handle that 100%, and then I learned how to do it myself. So
yeah. If I ever come back to commentary in a future tournament, I'll try to learn some more of that.
Nice. You definitely should come back to commentary again, because you were very good, and you fill knowledge gaps that I don't have necessarily. So like that's really helpful for me as a commentator as well, because like I'm knowledgeable, but I don't know everything. You're Arcandy, like.
Well, I know a bunch of tricks, but I may not be the most outspoken individual. Is what it is.
That's okay. I have enough of that for a lot of people.
So we're going to retime this.
Yes.
Okay. So we're basically waiting on the results of this retime. So like at first glance, it does look like Sat wins, but we're gonna have to see for sure if there's any like disparities in the start. Like for example, my last race actually started the run like 2 seconds late, but I don't think that would weigh in. Like it probably would weigh in if you started before the timer hits 0.
If you started before the timer hits 0, yeah, I get you.
So what was your favorite part of the run?
Oh, geez, what a good question. I think my favorite part of the run is always like right after Speedgaming, because that's when the run opens up. But I think for this run, like this race specifically, my highlight was Golzuna.
Soon.
Yeah, because I mean, it was just absolutely a nail biter leading up to it. We're already an hour deep into the run, and these runners are so close to each other. And then Sat made a very small mistake on Golzuna, and it closed that gap by so much.
Yeah.
How about you?
That's true. Like, for me, it's kind of weird that I'm going to say this, but I actually kind of liked Artario 1. And it's weird because we all hate Artario 1. We all run the game and reset Artario 1 plenty. It's not necessarily the most enjoyable part of the game, but like the runners were off to a pretty strong start, and Sat even got Cloakless first try. That was incredible.
Yeah,
But then,
yeah.
but then they got some weirdness with white Amy death, and then deboost fails, and like the lead swapped a few times, which is I would say it's kind of uncommon for that to happen in Atari One. So I think Atari was like a pretty interesting section of the run.
You know, I definitely agree with you on that for sure. And that's, that's the real runner's answer, I feel like. Cuz that's you're not like that's not like a hype moment, but it's a really big deal, you know?
Yeah, I think the start of the run, like it really sets the tone for how you're gonna play out the rest of the race.
100%.
And I think those mistakes in a way help them like focus more going forward at that point. Like you don't want to start the
Absolutely.
run with the death on white Amy, but you think back and you're like, okay, I have to play better. I have to focus. I gotta lock in. And I think that it kind of helped them perform better going forward.
Absolutely. I think you could definitely see the fact that like when they were both on the elevator, they were both talking to themselves like, all right, that was garbage. The rest of this run has to be good because I am against Sat. I am against Delusional Prince. Like I need to lock in and play. And then you watch their Cataris and it's like, oh, they just locked in. Like you could just see the difference in their play like immediately.
Yeah, for a while there, like their mistakes were gone. They were just zooming through.
Literally zooming, my dude. Just zooming. Ugh, jeez. That was really a pleasure to watch, and in my opinion, kind of a privilege to commentate. That was
That
jeez.
that has like needless to say because it's the finals, but that had to be like the most entertaining run to watch for this whole tournament.
Yeah, I would say so. I haven't caught every single match, so I can't speak to that like exhaustively. However,
Yeah, same. But
however,
yeah,
it's hard to top. I just got word from Jay a second ago. They are trying to have this out in the next couple of minutes. We just want to make sure that we have the most correct and fair and accurate timing of the match for both our spectators and our competitors. We want to make sure that we are on even keel and everything is good. So that is the delay. So don't worry, team. We'll have an answer shortly. Delusional's got his adorable be right back screen up right now. It's very cute. I dig it. Yeah, if there's a round two, the pressure going into that round two is going to be high for both runners.
it is. Like I can only imagine Sat's reaction, like finishing the run and seeing like 3 seconds behind that Prince won the race.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot to
It's a
take
lot.
in.
It's a lot, especially. But you know, it's like it's 3 seconds, and it's like you get frustrated and everything. But it's not to say that either of them performed poorly in any way whatsoever. And it's important for people to know that as well, I think.
Yeah. Like mistakes are bound to happen in a race setting. It is what it is. But like know that they played very well.
Both of them played better in that race than I ever have. So like, you know, better than most do typically. So it's genuinely it's really impressive to play at that level and then potentially have to do it just again.
And that's why it's so important to make sure that the time stuff is done correctly, because that entails a new bracket, a whole new race happening in a few minutes. So we're just gonna have to wait for the proper results.
And we will get them. Jeez Louise.
So what are expectations, since you're even going to be commenting the next round? What are expectations for next round?
So I expect I expect both runners to maybe be playing a little bit worse in the beginning than they may have this past run, due to the hand fatigue. Because that's one thing to keep in mind, is that both of these runners are manual mashers, and mashing through that boss gauntlet at the end is exhausting. And I'm not I haven't played as a masher in a very long time, and even when I did like double D-pad mash, and that was a lot, and I wouldn't want to have to do it again. Just for lack of a better term, you know?
Yeah, understandable. I mean, I don't think it's that bad because the places where you do mash are few, like throughout the run. It just
True.
If you want to mash, you can do it on the central unit fights. You can do it on the warrior fights, but like it's very localized mashing. It really is just that last minute gauntlet with Raven Big, especially, that is exhausting. But they are taking a break. They're having at least this 10, 15, 20 minutes break between runs. So I think they have time to recover most of their stamina for the mashing. And again, they are still going to be recovering for most of the run because the hardest part is going to be mashing for Ravenbeak. I think they're going to have most of the same energy. As for Artari, I don't want to curse anyone, but like getting first strike localist twice in one sitting is going to be insane to think about.
Yeah, I think we see Sat maybe attempt it at maximum 3 times. I don't even think he'll go to 3. I think if he misses 1, he'll probably go straight down. Because it may not even be worth it. Because if you don't get it on the second attempt, you've lost time.
Like, ideally, you have up to 5 attempts to, like, equalize with going through the bottom. But yeah, in a run setting where you don't have the luxury of a reset, every attempt you fail just adds up. If you end up having to go to the bottom with some failed attempts, that's gonna be like 3 seconds per attempt or something like that. You definitely want to have played.
Is that an official time? Okay, so we do have an official time. Sat at 1:15:55.547 and Delusional at 1:15:52.133. So Delusional is officially the winner. We are into the bracket reset. So there will be a game 2. So
right.
Prepare your butts, everyone.
Well, as we expected, there is in fact not much of a difference with their time. I mean, they've already reset, right? It's a small difference, like to their original split times, but yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty darn close to their original split times, but being that it was just about 3 seconds, I think it was prudent to retime it.
It does warrant that retime, yeah.
Yeah. So
indeed, we will see the bracket reset match.
Yep.
So they at the very least they are now warmed up. They've already gone through 1 run.
Yeah.
I think we might see less mistakes in round 2.
Maybe. I know I've done a run back and just ended up resetting. So like you never know.
It is different for everyone. I don't know what's going through the runners' minds, but at the very least I think they are warmed up now, so
yeah, I feel like I've seen both of these runners crank out attempts pretty I don't want to say excessively, but like attempts back to back at length for like PBs and stuff like that. So I think you're correct in that the runners are warmed up, and this next run or this next race will likely be a bit cleaner overall. But I do anticipate maybe a little bit less mashing on like central units or stuff like that. Or it could go the other way entirely. It could be that both runners know that this is the last match, this is the end, so it's time to leave it all on the field.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna go all out. I just want to say regarding the mashing technique. So I know that Prince mashes with the raking technique.
Yep.
So I think that's not very tiring.
No, the raking technique doesn't seem very tiring at all.
Yeah. And I don't know what grip satorha uses, so I can't attest to how exhausting it might be.
Yeah, I'm not sure what grip he's using these days. I know that there have been times in the past where he has explicitly told people to not mash like he does. So I'm not sure where he's at now.
Yeah, I would say the same about my mashing technique. I would not recommend. Oh, just to answer, Chris, rematch is that close? So they intentionally scheduled their matches like back to back because they knew that if DelusionalPrince won the first one, they would have to rematch on the second. So they just wanted to be done with the whole thing. That's why the rematch is going to happen now because they scheduled it that way. They wanted to account for that.
Yeah, they wanted to end the tournament tonight.
Exactly.
Which I think is reasonable because the tournaments in the past have gone on a little bit long, and it's difficult because like this game is over an hour long, and scheduling is difficult, and managing the different time zones. I mean, like it's got to be pretty heckin' late for you right now, right, Arcandy?
Yeah, it's not definitely not 2 a.m. here.
Definitely not 2 a.m.
Yeah. It's okay. I had a little nap before this. I know I was gonna commentate, so.
Well, that's very smart of you. Whew. All right.
Joint cream arthritis meds. No, I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
No, definitely not.
They are used to mashing like mashing is exhausting, yeah, but when you play the game as much as they do, which I mean I'm pretty sure Prince has been practicing, not sure about Sat since his street fighting and stuff. Like when you practice the game for a while, your mashing improves, your stamina improves. I definitely felt that. I haven't played the game for a while in the last few months, and I definitely noticed my mashing ability, like my stamina just is not as good as it used to be. But if you're actively playing the game, you do build some stamina.
Yeah,
So
it's like if you're a runner and you run a lot and you can run for a long time and then you stop running for a while and then you start running
you come
again,
back.
you're not going to be the same as you were.
Yeah, exactly. So if they've been practicing, then it's not going to be that bad. But yeah, Dread for sure is possibly one of the more exhausting games out there in regards to mashing.
For sure, because like you said, it's pretty isolated in where it is, except for the end of the game. The end of the game is just a true gauntlet. It's a test of stamina.
Yeah,
And if you're using good technique, like you're mostly going to be pretty okay.
Yeah, I was going to mention again the raking tech, which also allows Prince to do some slightly faster enemy kills because he can do that mashing on the plates, which is a bit faster than just holding down Y on the Omega stream.
Yes.
So those are of course optional. Like you don't have to do that extra mashing. You can just get by doing the hold down, of course, but that's a little time save, and I'm sure that Prince is going to want to go for that whenever he can.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he did it on Wave Emmy. Like that's. Yeah. I did notice though he did not do it on Speed Emmy, which I think is really smart. Because if you miss shots and Speed Emmy starts moving, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, I think it's due to the grip. There's a good chance you might rock the controller a little bit, and you miss 1 or 2 shots on the Speed Emmy that runs over. You don't want that for sure.
Yep, that's just a loss at that point. All right, looks like we do have the new race time up. I see Delusional is in it. I know we are just waiting for Sat currently. And I think lab members still getting ready for commentary as well. So we still got a couple of minutes, I think, for ourselves to vamp a little bit, you know?
So they took a little bit extra time to do that retime. So I think officially the match would have started earlier, but the retime takes, time.
Yeah, it would have taken. I think it was supposed to initially start at 8:40, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 8:40. So we're a little bit on a delay, but I mean, it's a race. Things happen. It's what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're just waiting on Lab to take over from me and the runners to be ready, which I think they mostly should be ready.
Yeah, I think we're almost there.
Oh yeah, Lab member's just waiting to wait. All right. Alrighty.
I know. Okay, it looks like Sat is in the race time as well. Looks like Lab member has made his way here. Welcome.
Hey guys.
Come on in. Hello.
Man, I was watching that match on my other monitor. It was something else.
It's pretty intense. It was pretty intense. Oh, I'm excited.
All right, folks. I am getting out of here. Good luck with the commentary. I hope the race is fun. I might watch a little bit, but probably not gonna watch the whole thing right now.
Nah, you'll have to catch the VOD, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Don't stay up till 4.
No, dude. I don't wanna. All right, GG's. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for the fun duo edit. That was a lot of fun to do commentary. I look forward to another opportunity to do this.
Absolutely. I look forward to commentating with you again, or even just hearing your commentary, because, like I said, you did a great job. So thanks for being with us here.
Yep. No, thank you. All right. Hope you all enjoy the run. Bye.
Have a good night, Ark.
Good night.
Alrighty. Just the two of us here now, Lab.
Yeah. I always love commentating. I've offered to commentate a couple qualifiers, I think 1 or 2 races. Always good to, this is my first time doing dual commentary, but I do like, I learn a lot from my superiors in this game, I would say. So I hope to learn both from our runners here and perhaps from you even. Perhaps you can offer your insight.
There's always something to learn. There's literally always something to learn. I just have... Hold, please. Sorry. Just had to finish the episode on the previous race and get this one set up. Sorry, just going through all of the things again. Can't really talk and do that at the same time. I apologize. Yep. It's good.
Yeah, so if anybody's tuning in like right now, we're currently doing the real deal final match for Metroid Dread any percent glitchless. We just had an extremely close match within roughly a little over 3 seconds off. So yeah, with that, because we're in a double elimination format, both our runners here have lost 1 race, and so
yes,
whoever wins this one, wins all the beans, if you will.
All the bananas, all the beans, all the dollary dues. Jay in chat saying, I was listening to Lab member talk. Would like to thank Starkist and Taco Bell for their interjections. Jay getting hit with the Twitch ad curse. Feels bad. So I'm just double checking the race time. All right, so talking to the runners right now, just making sure that the runners are ready. I'm going to switch the scene over. Switch to the race layout. Because this is for all the bananas, team. Oh, I can't believe that last race. This is going to be exciting. I know that generally speaking, Sat is the type of person to try to just absolutely lock in on the next round. So I look forward to whatever happens right now. I am genuinely excited. I feel privileged to be able to be here to commentate this. I'm excited to have you here with me, Lab.
Glad to be here. This is going to be really good. I've got a good feeling about this.
Me too. Me too.
But yeah, our runners have gotten a good 20 minutes to kind of cool off and
do little hand stretches.
Yeah, reset, maybe walk around the neighborhood a little bit before diving right in.
Do a little mental reset.
Yeah.
It's very important.
And this round one really, I mean, I imagine we'll see some of this too, is just, mental, you mentioned, is huge factor. Really influences how you play, whether you can bounce back from like big mistakes.
For sure. It's being able to recollect yourself on the mental is absolutely enormous. Dual commentary, I will say, super fun. It's much better than having to do it by yourself because there's just so much to keep track of. I meant to say that to you before. I'm sorry. I was looking at the race time and everything.
Nah, yeah, definitely. Definitely trying to split your attention, see what's going on.
Oh, it's so difficult
on both sides of the screen. Unfortunately, both my eyes usually. I'm not like what's that, like the lizard or whatever, where you
the chameleons. You can't
their
look
eyes
at two separate
look
things.
in two different directions at the same time.
All right, everybody. I think it's time. Make sure you got your snacks. We're getting there. Make sure you got your snacks. Make sure you got your beverages. Make sure you've gone to the bathroom because you're gonna want to be glued to this race because this is gonna be good. I'm excited.
Let's bring your own concessions, though. Just light disclaimer.
Yeah, they're not provided.
We sold out during round one.
Yeah, especially during that back section there. My eyes are just glued on the race time right now. I'm just waiting for that timer to start ticking. I think both runners have reset their game. I didn't notice whether or not they preloaded. I hope they preloaded. They got to get that free quarter of a second.
I mean, we've already established every quarter of a second matters. At
Literally,
this level of gameplay.
It really and truly actually does. All right, looks like the timer's gonna start ticking down momentarily. Good luck to our runners.
Yeah, good luck. May the bosses bless you with good RNG.
Right. All right, so stream will see those timers start to count down shortly. Based on stream delay, of course. We got the inside scoop. Ideally, the syncing should be good because it was good from before, so we shouldn't have to play with that at all. We should see them start to tick down simultaneously. Eventually.
There we go. All right. Slight offset here.
Who's looking ahead?
Sat's counting to 2 first. Yeah. Yep, they clicked go first. So
Okay, so
tiny bit ahead.
I'm gonna delay Delusional by 1 second. I think I did it the wrong way. I think I did it backwards. Okay, I think we're good now. About as close as we're going to get. If anybody on the back end wants to try to get the sync a little bit closer, that'd be great. We're going to use... Sat's ahead, so we're going to switch to his audio. Just by a smidge. Appreciate you, Rick.
I know one big thing that, you know, whenever I do 2 runs of Metroid Dread in a row, there's almost like a whiplash effect of losing all your amazing movement, and you're really just getting thrown right back into the fundamentals of you got your basic, you know, wall jumps, regular missiles, regular beam.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's interesting though is that like there's really not that much whiplash because like you don't have access to any of that stuff in the escape. Oh
True.
no, Delusional picked up the missile tank
again. Oh no.
Oh, that's like a 2-second loss off rip. I know I'd be bummed.
I always, you know, having that extra missile pack it's almost like a blessing and a curse, right? Because it's like you need those 26 missile shots for Corpius. I think it's 26. So it's like
it is
you got
26,
a little bit of extra leeway, and I think it ended up actually benefiting him in round 1 a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think
it's just like 3 seconds that you just don't get back.
It's definitely, you know, that's a tricky one, you know, in terms of it's right there. The ceiling's kind of higher up than, you know, the one floating in the cloak door.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there are easy ways to avoid it. I don't know if he's picking it up intentionally or not. We should ask him that in the interview if they're going to stay around for an interview, which I do hope they do. All right, coming up on the first Emmy here. Neither runner is going to go for the Magus parry. I already know that. I don't need to ask that. So we just got to wait for the Emmy here. This little puddle. Just got to hang out. Wait for the Emmy to come say hi. Waste a bunch of your time.
Definitely, you know, it's an early model. This one wasn't quite equipped to climb through more fall tunnels.
No, his face is too big. All right, so we're putting our gun into the receptacle at 305 for Sat, and then 310 for Delusional. So about 5 seconds difference between them, which is, at this early stage in the game, nothing.
Yeah.
Sat having a little trouble with the blob there.
Still plenty of run left, for sure.
So much run left.
A lot can happen in the next hour and 10 minutes.
For sure. All right, Sat getting a good spawn with the white Emmy this time. Not even proccing it. I can't believe that. He was in that cone for a really long time. All right, so the first big thing of the run, Sat's probably going to be going for Cloakless water slope skip again. We'll see if he gets it first try. And if he doesn't get it first try, there's a good chance he's just going to abandon it entirely.
Ooh.
Yep, he did. I was right. I knew it. I absolutely knew he would do that. Like, there's no way. In this setting, in this context, you literally cannot waste the time.
Yep.
Oh, Delusional missed a couple of those bugs. That might be a little bit of a problem on the return.
Nope.
No, he's good. All right, water plat skip coming up. See how that goes. I think Delusional got its second try last time. Sat got it first try. Bad spawn for Sat. Good spawn for Delusional. First try, he's through. First try, he's through.
Very nice water platform skips.
Oh, they both got the ledge grab. Jeez.
That's a very, very tight weaving needs to be done, you know, to make your way through those platforms.
All right, grabbing the item at 452, 454. So we're back to a 2-second 2-second disparity between the runners. They both are moving through here with what I would call the quickness.
Yeah, for sure. They've both got it.
Double charge shot, take out the pinky. Both runners going to take the E-Tank here. I don't think we're going to see any kind of like crazy off-the-wall stuff to try to edge the other person out. Like I don't necessarily think we're going to see Sat do a one-tank run or anything of the sort.
No
You know,
nonsense.
I don't think we'll see that. That's just not safe enough to even really attempt.
Yeah, I think definitely, you know, the stakes are definitely a lot higher for Sat now. You know, this is the big one. So.
Yep, it's the one. All right, what are we on next? We have...
We're making our way over to the thermal switch, right?
Yes, the thermal pad. My brain was like NMG routing for a second there.
Yeah, like Artaria routing in the beginning without glitches is just so wildly different because you're not going out of your way to get cloak.
You're not doing Corpius first.
Can't do it. That's banned.
Ooh, missing a ledge there from Delusional.
Oh,
jeez!
Falling through a little gap there. Oh no.
Absolutely trolled by the environment. Uncool. All right, what time are we stepping on this pad here? Probably around 6:42 A press, something like that. 43.
Yeah, it's roughly
42.
30-ish, yeah.
45. 3 seconds. This race, I feel like I'm going to be having much more of a keen eye on the time difference because, like you said, it's the big one. Very nice Jaffe room from Sat. Nice from Delusional as well, taking slightly different strats. Sat killed the bug on the ceiling in order to be able to melee off the ledge and skip the ledge. So it does save a little bit of time over what Delusional did. It's also a bit harder. Nice little weave through there from Sat and Delusional alike. Shoot the door. Shoot the charge door. And then it's central unit time.
The first of many.
The first of at least several? Yeah.
We won't be strangers to these floating brains by the end of this race, that's for sure.
No. Alrighty. On to the white Emmy kill.
Yeah,
Let's
so
see
this
how
guy's
Sat
gonna be
does
coming
this
right
time.
through this door on the left. We're
Looking
eager to
good
greet it
from
with
Sat.
the Omega Cannon.
He's going to slide under this time. Delusional's got the plant kill, and
Ooh,
Delusional
that's
has taken
the lead.
Yeah.
Yep. That's that one small slide.
Well, it's not even the slide. It's also the fact that Delusional mashed the Omega Cannon and was able to actually just break the front shield faster than Sat was. And that's like an extra little, like we were talking about, like Arcandia and I were talking about, where you can edge out a little time that way. It's not much, but it's enough to take the lead in a situation like that. It saves you a second or two. But like this is the kind of lead that messed up ledge grab can lose you.
I think a real minor mistake.
Like literally, Sat is almost back in the lead. He's back in the lead because his movement through here was cleaner.
Yep.
Just little tiny stuff, little tiny stuff, especially at this stage of the run, before you have flash shift, before you have speed booster. You don't have any jump upgrades. Sat could get a headlock here. Oh my goodness, he did it. So headlock means down position. So you don't have to aim. You don't have to do what Delusional's dealing with right now. You can just aim in one spot and the fight's over. So that gave Sat a pretty significant lead.
Yeah.
So if you get that tail swipe as your first attack, you have a chance of getting the vomit as the second attack. If you land the 12th missile in the first phase, while Corpius is like about to vomit, you lock his head in that down position. Jeez. That's a big time save there. Let's see how the D-boost goes. I hope both runners are able to get through with no issue.
For sure.
You say that. That's not what happened last race.
Yeah.
Sat's through. Yeah, I didn't think
Alright, very
Delusional would
good.
make that mistake a second time. Slightly sloppy magnet room, but I think that's probably just because he was like breathing a big sigh of relief on getting through that without having to waste time. So they're both through sub 11 minutes, which is an ridiculously good time for Artaria.
Yep.
In glitch lists. A really, really good time. They are novel. They're very, very good at this game. These are some of the best people in the world at this game. Yeah, it was a little sweaty.
All right, we're in the spicy level. We've got lots of thermal switches. We're going to be passing through the local Emmy zone several times.
Several is being very charitable.
I don't know. I don't know if it's more confirmation bias or anything, but yeah, it's just like it really feels like I spend so much time passing through the green Emmy room and hoping for a good spawn or anything like that.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely a thing. You do end up spending a lot of time in the Emmy zones in Cataris for sure. But thankfully, you know, all but one room is manageable as long as you know the tech. And the only one I'm talking about is the spawn that is colloquially known in the Dread community as 1 in 500. I don't know what the actual odds are. Nice super boost setup from Sat. But it feels like 1 in 500 because if you get it, you literally just have to wait. You can't do anything else. It's not about like how fast you move through the previous room. Nothing. You just have to wait for the Emmy to get out of your way. Through the heat room. Both runners are going to be fine. The E-Tank in Artaria basically allows it to be free. And I say free loosely. Sat got a good spawn for the green Emmy. Let's see what Delusional spawn looks like. He got a good spawn too. It's one of the spookier spawns.
Oh yeah.
But it's negligible, quite honestly. Ooh! You're gonna hear me making a lot of sound effects at like really, really small mistakes because that's what this comes down to for these two runners.
Oh yeah. For sure.
They sure do, Tallcat, to answer your question. If you did not see the first race, just to kind of reiterate, these two are literally world-class runners at this game. So any trick that is allowable and legal in the category, they'll be doing for sure. So Adam save skip, not a glitch. It's just exploiting the movement mechanics of the game and allows you to skip all the Adam rooms and save like 3 or 4 minutes of time.
Yeah, we're not clipping any parts of Samus through collision like we would be in NMG and unrestricted, so it's
right.
A-okay.
And now we're coming up on ye olde Adam skip.
Yeah.
The aforementioned. I'll count Sat's
So-
attempts if you want to count Delusional's attempts. I don't think
Sure,
we're going to have to
sure.
count very high. Two and he's through.
Wow, first try. All right, well, I didn't have to count much.
Yeah, I knew we weren't going to have to count very high, which is good because I'm not great at math. Delusional definitely recouped some time over Sat there.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I did see there was like the missed attempt on the right there. But
Yeah, Sat
closing the
took 2
gap a little
attempts.
bit.
Oh, having trouble with the button. Both runners having trouble with the button.
That's a tricky one because it's like, yeah,
Yeesh.
you have to have the analog stick set up, so you want to kind of like get the charge shot while you're sliding through the tunnel there.
And you also have to remember to not do the pseudo on that button.
Pseudos are not allowed.
Yeah, buttons, not like this. Exactly. Chat knows. Jay and Arcandy both know that button. That button's a stinker.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to like my favorite button.
Which
I
one's
guess
your
it's
favorite
not really a button. I'll have my complaints to make when we get wide beam, I guess.
The wide beam blocks? You're
Wide
not a
beam
fan of the
blocks.
wide beam blocks?
Not really.
Famously cooperative wide beam blocks?
There's a lot of aspects of this game that could have used a little more time on the stove, if you will.
You know, with the wide beam blocks, I like to joke about it that they coded the collision so well, and everything like that. It's just that Samus's arm cannon bobbing up and down as she runs matters. Like, that's how good of a job they did.
It does
That's
really
how
feel
much
like you have
they
to like
cared.
kind of like if you're like ledge grabbing, it's like, okay, take like a millisecond to stand still before you release your charge shot. So
That's literally what I do.
Um,
I actually stop moving.
but yeah,
I don't.
it's like
Oof.
it's like we're making our way out of Cataris relatively unscathed.
Yeah, these were essentially flawless Cataris. Like really, really good. Not quite sub 6, but very close.
So we got a roughly
16,
3-second time
37.
difference. I was going off of when
Yeah.
the map screen kind of popped up.
Yeah, I did it off the A press in 3 seconds. Jay in the chat said, I literally cannot believe it. They optimized that part of the code into oblivion. The fact that the animation cycle matters here is ridiculous. It is true. Jay is correct. It's really impressive and also deeply frustrating.
So we're making a brief pit stop to get the wide beam. That's the one thing that's preventing our runners from getting into the central unit room and taking down the green Emmy. Very nice slope skip there.
From both.
Yeah.
No hiccups this time. Let's see if we get the charge missiles on the saws.
Nope.
Sat missed the first one.
There we go.
Ooh, missed both. So that's literally like a second and a half that Delusional just gained on Sat.
Wow, that's over a full second. Wow.
Between both of them, because you have to like restart your run.
Yeah.
And
you're either
Samus,
getting knocked
like,
back or you're jumping over them. And as we had established, I think in round 1, you want to spend as much time on the ground as you can.
Yeah. And Samus restarting her run is slower than Samus running already.
Yeah.
Like it's a little late to mention it now, but like in Artaria, when you're waiting for those thermal doors to open, you are often trying to. There's a point where Samus can run at the door and never stop her run animation, and you want to do that so that way you never have to restart running after the door is open, where you can just leave at the first possible frame.
Yeah, I think I saw somebody a long time ago just like repeatedly sliding into the door, and I'm assuming that's why they did it.
Yeah, that's very likely why. Nice wide beam block from Sat. Delusional not getting trolled this time
I like
either.
the speed boost here. It's a little tricky.
I love it
You
too.
can let that little green guy give you a little shove over to the left.
He just kind of boops you up there. He's like, yeah, I know you wanted to get up there, so I'm going to help you out. Stat getting the melee. Delusional getting the melee. Wide beam block. Cooperation. Uncharacteristic.
This is the tricky one. There we go.
Yeah, I think there's like a certain spot that you can fire because of the way Samus's run animation works out. So as long as you release at that particular time, it's good. I tend to, like we were talking about, just literally stop as soon as I touch the ledge and just release the shot. I'm too much of a coward to go for the running shot on that block specifically.
That one in particular is like, if you miss it, you have to charge up another shot, and then the green guy might,
might tag you and
peek
interrupt your
over
charge.
there is like, hey, what's going on over there?
Yeah, because that's what happens. If he tags you, like your charge gets interrupted, and then
Yep.
you have to charge another shot. Even with a turnaround, like a turnaround quick charge, like it's still slow.
Yep.
Sweet spot about a half Samus length away from the block. Seems right. That's a standard unit of measurement, by the way. One Samus length.
We refuse to use the metric system over here.
Yeah, we only measure
good
in
old US of A.
Samus's.
All
Let's
right,
see how these charge missiles
we got
look.
some nice Charlies with the wide beam now. Your charge shots do a boatload more damage.
Triple, in fact.
Yeah.
Delusional having a little bit of trouble with the charge missiles there, but honestly, like it kind of evens out because he mashes with the Omega Stream. Sat going for Professor again.
Again.
Nice and clean. Nailed it both times. Very nice. Scratching his R button, says Metroid. Yep, that's the raking. You're basically your R button is pretty itchy, so you gotta scratch it, and it makes your bullets come out real fast. Yeesh. I anticipate seeing these guys on the same screen for most of the rest of this run.
Yeah, I mean, we got Adam out of the way. GEI is a ways out, so...
Yeah, about 20 minutes away at this point. A little bit longer than that, I think.
Yeah.
So it's just movement, a little bit of boss RNG.
Mm-hmm. Jumping over the missile.
Yeah, not getting
don't need any of that.
No DNF missiles. For those that may not know, we call them DNF missiles. DNF is for did not finish, because when you're racing and you pick it up, you feel like you should just forfeit. Because you just don't want the missile. Yeah, Sat going for the 10-pack skip again.
That's Prince. Oh, sorry, skip. My bad.
Yeah, the skip. Sorry.
But yeah.
Prince
there
took the
are
10-pack, yeah.
I think there's roughly 3 missile 10-packs, not too far out of the way in the glitchless route, off the top of my head. And it's always interesting to see, you know, when you want to pick them up. Like you've got Kraid and Drog before the next 10 missile pack, so definitely good to have a couple extras on for those guys for sure.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't hurt. It's also worth noting that like the one under the red TP is actually the one that is the furthest out of the way, but it's also the most impactful. Because you actually need missiles for Kraid and Drog and Gavrobo. Whereas the other two are closer. Nice cheat shot. The other two are closer, but they're less impactful. Looks like Delusional had a little gravity ball going on there. Both runners got the cheat shot again. That's so weirdly difficult to hit. Zach going for the double shot here. Missing the double shot, unfortunately. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Nice smooth unmorph, though. That does save a little bit. Delusional getting the double shot, so that's going to save him a little bit of time that's that lost. Ooh, taking the mantle there. It's a little bit slower than just fast morphing in. Great climb from both runners. Sat through the door at 23:42. Nice little jump to get his momentum back there. Delusional through the door at 23:54. So he's about 12 seconds back right now. And a lot of this time is just from micro movement stuff. Picking up that missile tank costs you about 4 seconds or so. So that's like an intentional choice. You're losing that time to you're trading it. You're cashing that time in for consistency against Kraid, against Drog, against Gavrobo. Just before said, I feel like my eyes are viewing the same thing from an hour ago.
Yeah, I feel like again, it's like
you're not wrong.
DelusionalPrince has kind of shown that you can definitely claw his way back from like a prolonged deficit in time. Like I think I might have actually commentated his first match against Arcandy, and it was like the whole time. It's like really impressive to see the near comeback on that one. And even like round one of this one was like, I think for the most part he was behind, but some consistent gameplay and
and there were a couple of lead changes too, over the course of the run. Let's see how Kraid is. Let's see if he's going to be a big evil green time waster. Some really good Charlies coming out of Sat right now. Ooh, we got nails. That's good.
Good stuff.
Very nice.
Some single wall jumps.
3, 4. Oh, I thought that might have been a 5 jumper. That was good.
That first one looked a little.
It was a little short.
The wall, yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we got vomit on the left. That's gonna be a little costly. You gotta arc your shots a little higher, but not terrible.
Yeah, I don't think he missed at all. So 5 jump from Delusional, but really good. He's getting good RNG here with the punch.
Oh, there we go.
Nice, didn't fall. Parry's medium. Nails are always good. So Kraid was mostly kind to both runners, but he was a little bit nicer to Sat than he was to Delusional.
Kraid couldn't help but pick favorites this time around.
Yeah. He was like, I can't be nice to everybody all the time.
He's got to live up to the name of being evil, you know?
Yeah.
And wasting time.
Yeah, because he's always going to be green.
Yep.
But,
Man, big. What's going on the left?
Oh.
Having a bit of trouble getting up into the tunnel.
Looked like there might have been like a button issue with the shot button, potentially.
Maybe.
Because it looked like he wasn't getting charge shots there. Wasn't getting a charge. Alrighty. On to my least favorite part of any category.
Early grapple.
Early grapple. And it's not because it's hard or anything like that. It's because the whole section, to me, is just kind of boring. Because you just go through here, you do your coyote, and then you wait for this door to open, and then you go down and you get grapple, and you come back up, and it's like a whole thing that takes like 2 minutes.
Yeah, the novelty of, developer intended sequence break kind of wears off after your 100 times of seeing it, I guess.
Yeah. And these categories just lose so much time by not getting it now because you'd have to go really far out of your way if you wanted to get it at a different point in the run. So
yeah,
it's just a necessary evil.
The other 2 any percents now get grapple along with screw attack, using means that are outside the rule set of glitchless.
Yes. Short boost not allowed, pseudo waves not allowed, etc., etc.
Axis skew.
Yeah. Very nice pre-grapple room from Sat there. Got the angled missile down to the door.
Gonna get a little high five, I think, on the way up and or down here.
Famously high five dense area of the game.
There we go.
Right through the door transition,
The
too. That was nice. I like to imagine that the Samuses gave each other like the most massive high five that just went bang right under the door there. All right, so Sat's screen fades to black, 28:58, 59-ish. Yeah, I think they did high five there the previous run as well, Arcandy. I think you're correct.
This may seem like a bit of a pit stop due to the fact that you're adding 2 loading screens to visit this area, but this'll pay off. You have to pull open some grapple blocks that you normally wouldn't be able to in casual play. So
yeah. So roughly a 30-ish second difference between the runners right now. Ooh, Sat feeling a little hungry. Needed to take a little snack, get a little soup. Soup wouldn't fill me up, wouldn't be an adequate snack. Not tomato soup, anyway.
Gotta at least have some like grilled cheese or something with that.
Yeah, exactly. You get it. So this is the first instance of why you want grapple here. Yep. Well, that was a nice little method for going through there. I liked that. The fast morph through the tunnel with the coyote. It's pretty sweet. Ooh, missed the grapple shot.
Oh, goodness.
Both of them got a good Emmy spawn, though. You like to see that. Onto
They're
bombs.
simply too fast for even the fastest Emmy.
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts.
They just said, you know what? I don't actually want to deal with you. Both of them missed the grapple shot. Okay.
Well, there were... Alrighty.
It's funny, they
In
both
this
got it
little
last
room
time.
on the right.
Le bomba.
Bombs. A Metroid staple.
A Metroid staple indeed. I really wish they would bring back the sound that the NES Metroid bombs make. I just think it's a really good sound. The
Oh, yeah.
it's just a really good sound. Very, very clean movement. The post bombs movement is actually like, some of it is kind of difficult to execute correctly. Like that melee off the ledge there into like the respin and stuff is
Yeah, like
tough.
this is a mostly downward trajectory, making your way over to the Berenia train.
Yeah,
So you really want to know, how to optimally go off of ledges, time your
you have to-
respin so you don't, coyote by accident, stuff like that.
You have to not coyote by accident. You have to dodge ledges as well.
Oh yeah, we're saying hi to Z57 here. Foreshadowing is a literary device.
It is.
But yeah, Berenia is really. We won't be able to see as much of it with early grapple, but it is kind of like the test of your ability to move fast underwater.
Except for in this category, because you have grapple, so you skip all
Right,
that.
exactly. So not as much, but there's still a couple of puddles we got to do some jumping through.
Yeah, there's a little bit. Not too much, though, thankfully. Mercifully.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that's nice about getting early grapple. It's like one of the only things that's like, well, that and some of the spider magnet grabs are pretty sweet.
Mhm.
Because like right now, what you're going to see Sat do is you're going to see him morph off the ledge, lay a couple of bombs to take care of that enemy, slide into this water, and pull a grapple block. If you don't pull a grapple block there, you have to take like a 30-second detour through all that water underneath. And it is really, really hard to do fast. As someone who relatively recently learned how to do that room fast, it's really hard. Nice grub kill.
Oh,
Ooh.
didn't get the coyote quite right there. Had to
It's a pretty tough
get
one.
pulled out of the water.
Wasn't able to bail himself out with grapple either. Sometimes like the trajectory is weird and you get touched by the sucky guy. If that happens, like you can't grapple because then the grapple actually makes it worse. Because then you get slowly sucked towards him because you're actively trying to grapple the other way. Like it's so Sat made the decision to just take the damage and then grapple up.
It's a really clean BDF.
Yeah, it was first try. 7 bombs, you're done. Delusional tagged the magnet this time, so saved a little time over where he was last time. Let's see how his backdoor flash goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Through!
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, Delusional needs to get everything first try in order to keep up at this point. Because he's back a little bit. Sat has a fairly comfortable lead right now. To the point where if something like really goes wrong, like it's kind of okay. Yeah, he's at the point where he's bought himself a couple of mistakes. Or one big mistake. Not that I want to put that evil on anybody in this race. I just want to see an awesome
missing
showing.
up the damage boost off the fish, but a good backup though.
But see, yeah, it was a great backup. It's a very small mistake, easily recoverable. Got optimal movement coming out from there. Because what he just did, as far as I'm aware, is exactly optimal. You want to flash into the door, open the door, and then jump, flash twice, and then you can flash again and melee. Oh, coming up to speed Emmy approach. Always a fun time.
Yeah.
It's actually, I don't really like it that much, personally.
I don't know, is there really anything?
It's fine.
Well, you have flash shift now, so it's like,
It's like the first time you really get to use flash shift.
Yeah.
But it's mostly just like 5 flashes forward, and then you have to navigate the approach to the speed Emmy. Then you get Speed Booster, though, so then it's like you have to do a bunch of Speed Booster tutorial stuff. And you don't really get to play around with Flash Shift until after QR. Because, like, up to here, it's just like a single flash here, 2 there, 1, and then another 1, maybe 2. Then you do 3 across, and then you do 1 single wall flash, and then you're at the CU. It's like, it's fine. It's not as cool as some of the other flash chains that come later in the run. Great CU fight. Took a little bit of damage. Consequently, a tiny bit of time loss, but that's no big deal. Pretty much inconsequential. Because that kind of time loss is going to go... Yeah, so what I learned from Sat is what I do now as well, is before you start shooting the door, you take like a small step forward, so that way after you shoot the Omega Cannon, your flash is exactly the amount of distance to get out the door, so you don't have to flash twice like Delusional just did.
Wow, that's actually a nice little tidbit. I'll keep that one in mind.
And it's literally like a half step forward. Like, Samus moves her foot a little bit, and that's enough. And it saves you a full flash shift.
Yeah, any percent glitchless is really, you know, where this power-up really shines. Pun slightly intended.
Yeah.
Lot of speed keeps. You know, especially the big one that we'll see in a few minutes.
Literally the category-defining trick.
But yeah, there's so much you can do with Speed Booster in this game when it comes to maintaining it through.
Oh, I guess this is the first flash chain. Sorry to interrupt you. Please
oh yeah, I was gonna say, you know, you're maintaining your Speed Booster through morph tunnels, jumping off walls, going through several rooms, redirecting your speed 90 degrees, 180 degrees, every which way. It's really fun to play with, honestly.
It's an interesting little mistake from Sat. It looked like some inputs got eaten there.
Because
he just flashed back and forth 3 times, and I know the way that Sat navigates that room because I do it the same way. I definitely agree with Delta Toast on this one. Best version of the Speed Booster to date. It does everything that I wish the Speed Booster did when I played Super Metroid for the first time when I was like 10. So, like, I agree super hard. And honestly, like, learning to use the Speed Booster in this game as a casual player, because they don't tell you that you can maintain speed through wall jumps and stuff, being a series veteran actually does you a little bit of a disservice, because you don't even think to try it.
Like this
very nice
right here, the spark timer. I don't know how tight the spark timer is there for that movement, but, you know, you gotta... It's
fairly lenient.
Clean movement.
Very nice from Sat. Oh, he's going to have to wait.
Oh. The robot Chozo here.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Probably the best adaptation he could have done to that particular set of RNG. It was a really weird RNG, and then his first spark sent him through QR, through the robo. So, like, he had to adapt to that.
That was a really good Quiet Robe Chozo from DelusionalPrince. Very good
Yeah,
RNG.
he definitely made up a second or two there over Sat.
Gonna be jumping a little.
I hate when that happens.
A couple other times to get into the tunnel there.
Yeah, I really hate when that happens. It's just like it's hard to get that grapple angle such that you can just get directly into the tunnel. That's why I've started trying to do magic there. It just feels a little like it's a little bit faster. You don't have to fart around with the edge. You can just grapple boost and then morph, and that's what's known as magic. And you just kind of slide right into the tunnel. See how the speed keep goes this time. There's a mild hiccup last time. Just super easy to do. This particular keep is really fun to do, but it's a little picky about the inputs. Very nice. Ooh, got the diffusion shot on the robot too. That was really nice.
Yeah, I think.
And crushed the flash chain.
I mean, as somebody who isn't really familiar with that one, I know the one thing that was always like really daunting is like it's like you're trying to maintain your speed going downwards, which is a little tricky. I
kind of mentioned it earlier when I was in the first race. It's like you have to go between stick neutral in order to dodge the ledge grabs, and then holding the correct direction so you can continue running. Because if you hit the ground and you're stick neutral, you just skid to a stop. And if you're holding a direction when you go by a ledge, Samus grabs it. So you have to know when to stick neutral and then go back to choosing a direction and all of that. It's a little bit to learn, but it feels good to learn it.
We've got Berenia 2. Berenia was so good, they made it Berenia 2.
It's true.
But now we've got Speed Booster this time around.
So it's way cooler.
Really spicy speed keep through this big room here.
And a couple of flash shifts. Really, really nice, quick, crisp movement through these rooms.
Yeah.
Nice, dodged the beam. Oh, missed the slide into the second flash there. Delusional got the morph tunnel keep, which is great. Was able to save some time there.
Oh, nice.
That not trolled by the corner this time. It's always notable when the person who is in second place gets the morph keep there, because if you don't keep your speed through that morph tunnel, it is such a colossal time loss.
It takes a long time to get through there.
It's like 6 seconds lost, like, for free. Sat looking like he's gonna have a great Drog 1 cycle here.
Restocking here for...
Ooh, he's a little low on missiles. You need 30 missiles for Gavrobo. So this is kind of what we were talking about before. So he's gonna have to either hope for missile drops from the spider in Gav 1, or he's going to have to take a parry somewhere. Both of which, I guess you don't have to do anything, and you could just use diffusion shots for the last bit of damage, but it's no matter what, it's a time loss.
Yep.
And that's one of the risks that you kind of gamble on a little bit with not taking that 10 pack before red TP, because Delusional's got enough missiles no matter what, because sometimes the parry on Drog doesn't give you favorable drops. So I can't really tell what his missile count is. It looks like 27?
Yep, looks like 27 to me.
Alright, let's see what he does.
Didn't get a refill from that spider.
Just, it's yellow time.
Alright.
Just gonna have to work in a couple of diffusions.
Oh, there was the...
Could have taken the parry, but the thing is, if you take the parry, we missed a shot. He's gonna have a couple of extra diffusions here. Two. Okay, nice.
Not bad.
Not even a big time loss. That's fine.
But I imagine you were going to mention something about counter damage being cut in half, or...
Yeah, when you counter, they just take less damage, so it's literally just not even worth doing. It's better off. You're better off just diffusion shotting at that point. Very clean super missile split so far from Sat. Had a great grapple boost. Got all the flash chains through those rooms. Ooh, missed the super missile door, but still managed to get the flash chain. Delusional getting the flash chains too. Whew.
Seen a lot of morph coyotes out of the tunnels here.
Oh yeah.
All right, super missiles. You can now open the green ones.
Yeah, you only need them for precisely like 2 or 3 covers in the entire game.
Yeah.
And one of them only gets dealt with in Hundo. Nice little space whale boost. And he's through to Elon.
Heck yeah.
And I know that all went by really, really fast, but in my opinion, Super Missile Split is one of the hardest in the game to do fast.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. It's a lot of extremely precise movement. A lot of really difficult flash chains. There's respins. There's the down grapple boost in the beginning that we literally didn't even talk about in this or the other race. Like, there's just so much stuff to doing those rooms fast. Good old Elon.
Oh.
Those bomb blocks are such trolls sometimes. Fun little flash chain here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, missed the third one. That's tough. Nice. Morph. Very clean. A little weirdness at the end there, but... Oh, Delusional takes a different path up through that room. I don't think I noticed that last time.
Oh, taking the right versus the left at the fork there.
Yeah. I wonder why. Maybe it's a comfort thing. Because I don't know which one's actually faster. I don't even know if there's really a meaningful difference. Let's see how speed
This is a nice
goes.
speed keep. You know, using,
I like this one.
Using the morph animation to release your charge shot into the door. Very,
Yeah.
seems very, very niche kind of at first, but it's useful for a lot of speed keeps because you're almost always coming off a wall jump and you have the door right behind you.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's useful. Like, there's a surprising amount of applications for morph shot in the speedrun, which is really cool. Sat having an overall good fight, just getting unlucky with the wall jumps. Delusional not getting a wall jump in phase 1. Getting a spear and another spear. Looks like he might get another spear. Wow. Great RNG for Delusional. Sat getting the greatest time save of all time. Ooh, missed the R shot on the second door.
Ah.
He's cringing out loud on that one. If I know Sat, I know he's cringing out loud at that.
There we go. But yeah, the aptly named Glitchless Early Ice, it's rapidly approaching.
It is basically here.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I like Glitchless Early Ice a lot. I like the Elon Gav speed keep the most. It is like my favorite thing. One of my favorite. It's like top 3 things in the whole game for me.
Like this one that Sat's doing, or
Yeah. Because like what I like to do here is I like to get to the top, and I like to store the spark, and then shine spark up to the right across this room. I just love the way that setup feels. All right, Sat getting on Glitch's Early Ice here. Nice, gets a good spawn too. Doesn't have to deal with it. Straight across the moat. Delusional getting the annoying spawn, navigates it perfectly.
they're super today. I'm a little
I know.
just a tad disappointed, but you know, it's a more recent development, really. I think is my understanding, at least. Like
It is, and it's a little bit like if you get the bad spawn and you don't absolutely crush the strategy, it's easy to just fail the trick, and that is literally not an option for either of these runners right now. They must execute. One failed trick causes disaster. Stat was literally off by like 1 shot on the Emmy faceplate there.
48 on the right, and then 56 on the left. This is an 8-second difference.
Jeez, that's really it? Oh my goodness.
It's still pretty close.
Whew.
Still got another 20 to 25 minutes
Ish.
of gameplay. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Where are we going?
We're going to good old Flapjacks. Got to get that suit made out of gravity. Do you believe in gravity?
That's how I'm sitting in my chair right now. So, yeah.
Delusional going for the spark again. Looks like he's going to get it. Yep, that's going to shave off a couple of seconds there. That's just a strat that Sat's not doing. So it's actually free time for Delusional there.
Free real estate.
It is. It's free real estate. All right, let's see what this A press is like. 50-11, 50-12? We'll call it 50-12. 50-18. We're down to 6 seconds. We're down to a 6-second gap, everyone. 6 seconds. Back from 30.
Man, it really was 30, huh?
It really was around 30 seconds, and now it's down to 6. So Delusional's making up time, and Sat is doing everything he can to stay in this lead. The minor movement optimizations are just... they're so good. I love to see it. And like, it's one of those things where you kind of have to know what you're looking for, and it's genuinely difficult to commentate. All
Really
right.
good backdoor speed booster puzzle from the looks of it.
Yep. No God Blobs for Sat here. So if Delusional gets... ooh, that's a really bad ledge grab for Delusional. That's like a full second gone. Ooh, rough time with the blobs,
all your
too.
animations
oh,
underwater.
jeez. Okay, so Delusional just hemorrhaged like 4 seconds there.
Aw,
just
man.
from the blobs and that ledge grab. That was
Underwater
tough.
animations are just so long. And it's
They're
right
so
before
long.
Gravity Suit 2, before your
Yeah.
animations are normal again. It's so disappointing.
Yep, another high five. And off to Frozen Artaria Speedway. Let's see the A press here.
52 flat on the right.
52 flat, okay. Oh, that's a rough flash shift.
Taking a
Oh,
little
that was
swim.
another second or two. Not even 2.
52-15. So we're 30 to 6 to 15.
15. Another
All in
9
the span
seconds.
of a
All
couple
in the span
minutes.
of about a minute. Not even like literally 1 minute.
Yeah.
Sat not choosing to do the aim down strat there, opting for the diffusion shot on the back bug instead. Probably a little faster,
Ooh, a little ledge
honestly.
grab going in here.
Oh, did Delusional miss the first speed keep? on
Oh,
the
did
gravity
he
I don't think he had
what
to
he-
reset, but I think he missed like the
did he break the
store
blocks
break.
without storing? Maybe.
Probably, if I had to guess.
I
Yeah,
hate when that happens.
yeah, it sucks.
So stupid.
That's one of the reasons Sat goes for the strat that he does, because he's exactly spaced, so he stores and like guarantees the store break. Great fight for both runners on the Chozo. Oops, Sat losing about a second there, having to reset his distance for the speed keep. Let's see if he gets the keep through the morph tunnel. Ooh, missed it.
Ah,
So if Delusional gets that, he can save a little bit of time here.
oh,
Oh,
bumping into
geez,
the
what
guy.
happened there? Oh man. Well, Delusional did not get the link, so he's not going to make up any time
what is
there.
happening?
Oh
The
no,
bomb jump. Oh no.
that's tough.
All right.
Back up
Luckily,
and through.
the ice is here.
Tickle,
Is
good.
any percent glitchless, so we don't have to worry about either of our runners catching a little cold. In
Oh,
this
Delusional
room.
missed the tickle, so he's going to lose a little time for that. Got all 3 flash shifts there for Sat. Delusional did not get the third one, just like before. Both of them got the door open.
All right, time to sync our watches again. What do we got?
Oh no!
30. Oh no! Oh, the speed boost! Oh no!
Jeez.
What happened? I was looking up on the right to see.
He got bullied by a ply, and it knocked him in a weird way, and he could not get back up to the ledge, and then said, you know what, hell with it, I'm going to run through the tunnel, and then he went to do the spark, and the spark timer ran out at exactly when he was pressing Y to do the instant spark, and it was just heartbreaking.
All right, the text faded away at 5507 on the right. That's what I'm using.
Oh, Sat missed the down grapple boost there. Grabbed a ledge, loses a little bit.
All right, it is a little over 10 seconds still. Man, that frozen Artaria.
Yeah. There was a lot of weird stuff that happened in that frozen Artaria. Neither runner's happy about it, I'm sure. Sat
we gotta
getting favorable RNG
And
again.
the vomit. This is what we want.
Double vomit. No claws. In sight.
And
Delusional getting
please,
the claw
are you going to give him
again!
double? Do not give him double
Do
claws
not give
again.
him double claw.
Oh my
What?
god, Experiment. Such a mean guy.
Experiment jerk 57.
Double claws.
Wow, double
On
claws,
both
2 runs in a
runs.
row. That's brutal. That is extra BS that I know he doesn't want to have to fight against in this race. Oh, that's horrific. Alright, I'm going to keep an eye on Sat's escape here. Nice, got the keep. Yeah, actually, Ross brings up a really good point. The raking time save is basically gone for like the Emmys at this point. Like that doesn't even exist anymore, really, because of the double claw. Like the double claw alone just brutalizes that time save. It is such a huge loss for double claw.
A lot of waiting.
It's so much waiting. He takes his sweet time to swing those claws around, and it's just really uncool.
Oh,
and he
no,
misses
missing
the
the
store,
speed boost.
too. That's tough. There's still time to make it up.
Yep.
Ish. We're at the point where these
There's less time
incremental
now,
saves...
but there's still time.
Right, there's still time, but like the incremental time saves and time losses add up a lot over the course of the run, but we're 57 minutes in now. Those who watched the last race know that these runners are typically done with the game before the 116 mark. So there's not a lot of time left to get those 1 second time saves on each other. It's really about straight execution the whole rest of this. I mean, it's always been about execution, but at this point you need to be consistent. That is demanded.
I like the little melee into the screw attack ball. I think I'm gonna. Oh, I can't do that in Hundo. I have to save a ledge warp.
Yeah, you gotta save a ledge warp.
It's so cool, but I can't do it.
Nope. Illegal. I like that strat that Delusional takes out of there. Being able to destroy the screw blocks and then flash and quick rise to the ledge. It's pretty sweet. Alright, hopefully the bots are a little bit kinder to Sat this time than they were last time. I know he's in the lead, but those bots were just rude last time. Ooh!
What's... Oh,
Extended those legs a
bonus missile
little
pack.
too early. He didn't want those missiles. It's not a big deal, but it's like, ugh. You just don't want that to happen.
Oh, I won't say anything until...
So far, so good.
Past this 10 missile pack. Here.
Nice. Good bots. Good bots for Sat.
So it looks like...
Did Delusional get the 10 pack or no?
Nope. So I think we're even, barring like that 2 missile pack at like the very beginning of the run, I think.
Yeah. All right. A press for Sat at 59.
It's a good layout for the double
16.
for any bots here.
Really great bot fight from both runners. All right, so Sat's A press was 59.16. Prince's A press is going to be 59.36, so 20 seconds. That's how much double claw will brutalize your time.
Speaking of 20 seconds, Golzuna
Oh,
coming on up.
back-to-back
guy-
brutal X boys.
This guy sometimes doesn't play nice.
No,
We're looking for 3 speed boosts
it's 4.
on the right.
1,
1, 2.
2. That's 3
Very nice.
and
That's
4.
Very good
You know,
redemption
Seth's-
arc there.
Yeah, he's breathing a huge sigh of relief on that, for sure. Delusional opting for the Crazy Eights method. I think he did that last time too. I could be wrong.
All right.
Delusional also getting the Force Spark, presumably.
Oh, yeah,
Crossbones
there
are
was that
playing
last one.
nice
That
for
is
Sat. And Classic, the last one, always fails.
Cross bombs are a little funny. Sometimes you gotta ask nicely for Samus to drop a cross bomb instead of a regular one.
Listen, even if you ask nicely, it doesn't always work. So, like, I've abandoned asking nicely. The biggest
I'm no
thing,
longer
though,
asking.
Yeah, I'm no longer asking. I demand that this be a cross bomb. Genuine actual tech, though, after you kill Golzuna, make sure you lay 4 bombs before you leave the room. That increases the chances that your cross bomb will work correctly. I'm fairly certain it guarantees it, for the first cross bomb at least. Greatest time save of all time, part 2.
Nice.
Nice little R shots, taking that guy out. Slide, missile. Glorious little movement.
Gotta be taking the long way around.
Gotta.
GT slides are not allowed this evening.
No pseudo waves. They're illegal. Oh, DP missing the R shot too. Well, I say 2, but like in addition to earlier when Sat missed it.
Yeah, so they're even.
Yeah.
In that regard.
Well, he missed the first R shot on this one though, not the second one. Alrighty, on to Ferenia. Like Ark and I were talking about before, some of the more difficult movement in the game. It's got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving parts. You got to press flash shift a lot. You got to press melee a lot.
Yeah, like
You
we
gotta
are
press
we are officially in late game. Like if you're doing PB attempts, this is where the run starts to get a little scary. You might be pacing, you might be like, oh man, I can't mess this up.
And you know, especially if you're pacing after glitchless early ice, it is spooky because you're like, okay, I did the really, really hard thing. I did a good job, and you have to just keep it on. A little,
Where's
I don't want to call it scuffed movement there, but it was mildly scuffed. Okay, so this sucks. He did not trigger the Emmy. Yes, good save, Sat.
That cloak was a smart move.
Well, you have
Sure.
to. If you don't trigger the Emmy when you jump over it, you must cloak. Otherwise, it will see you, and you will have to wait like 8 seconds.
I did not know
You
that.
want to trigger
I
the
didn't
Emmy
catch
there?
That you didn't get caught the first time.
Yeah, because
Really
he
nice
got the
speed.
quote-unquote bad spawn, but didn't get seen. And like when you have the quote-unquote bad spawn, you need to get seen. Because otherwise it'll see you at the door if you don't cloak. Very nice SQ approach from Sat. It's time to play on the springboard. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2.
Nice.
Beautiful. Very nice. Oh, Delusional got the little weave there with the screw attack on the left. You love to see that. Also, flawlessly executed SQ from Mr. Prince over here.
Ooh, bounced off the guy. I don't know.
Yeah, he was still a little... just a little invincible.
That's what, 9 blinks you're counting for on the Corex there?
I have no idea. I just kind of go with my gut. Sat does the strat through that room that I like, where you just flash to the other side and just kind of grab the ledge. Because then if you get bopped by the fire, you go in towards the Emmy door.
Alright. We were talking earlier, I think, about, like, power-ups that there's only, like, 3 doors associated with them. We've got storm missiles.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Not a lot of storm missile doors in this game.
No, but I will say Storm Missiles at least does like a ton of damage on certain bosses. So
Yeah.
like when you get to use them, they're really nice.
I think there was, like, really old tech where, yeah, people would do storms on the gold Chozo bot instead of the speed keep. I may be mistaken.
I do both. because you can charge storms while you're heading into the room, and it's pretty good. Very clean room from Sat. That cold room is actually like weirdly hard to do really fast. Because the cross bomb placement's got to be right.
Gotta drop 2 cross bombs. You gotta do the
Gotta be
storm
charging
missiles without
storms.
getting scammed.
Yep. You have to be standing in really specific places to not get scammed. Generally, what Delusional just did is the correct thing to do, is to just stand directly below the center. Oh, was that? Okay, wasn't a ledge warp. That's good.
Oop.
Oh, unwanted wall kick, though.
Extra shots here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Must have got really unlucky with the diffusion RNG there. Every player's got a little bit of flair of what they do while they're waiting for that platform to descend. Sat just laying some bombs in the air. I like to turbo flash on the floor because Samus stutters around. It's kind of weird, and I like it. Sat only missed 1 shot, I think, so far, so he should be able to do the slide under here. Yep, there it is. Consistency is key. Delusional going to be doing the raking strat, going for the true plant kill. It's interesting because like the strat is like more consistent because you get to miss more shots because you're shooting so dang fast. But like it's hard.
Yeah, mashing
Because you
is
got to
hard.
shoot so dang fast. All right, let's see the A presses here. 107.14.
The gap is a little larger this time around compared to round 1. We've got a couple Chozos in the big man.
107.32. What did I say Sats was?
14, I think. So it's 18 seconds.
Yep. That's a bit of a gap at this point. And at this point in the run, it's a pretty wide gap. For this caliber of play, it's a fairly wide gap. It's very difficult to recoup that kind of time. It's possible to, like, if your opponent makes a mistake, or they make a series of small mistakes, or they get scammed on Powerbomb RNG, or they get scammed by Ravenbeak RNG. Like there's definitely some stuff that can happen.
Ooh, getting pulled into the getting pulled into the vacuum. What?
I don't think
What
I've ever
happened?
seen that happen. That was amazing. Oh, thank you for
Was
the content.
that an angry
Sat.
spin?
I think that was like a what the heck spin.
I would be bewildered. Yeah, like what?
I would be both confused and delighted. And I am confused and delighted. Very nice fight for Sat. Excellent weave. Oh, Delusional missing a storm there because he got tagged by the Chozo. He was a little too close. It's going to cost him a second or two. Great positioning. Fight's over. Jeez.
All right, let's see.
Power bombs acquired, team.
Closing out of the dialogue box at 109.31 on the
Okay.
right.
All right, let's see how Powerbomb RNG goes.
Well, he got the powerbomb drop this time. That's good.
Oh, he didn't even...
Didn't even gamble.
No, he's doing it this way. He's doing it the other way.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he's got it.
All right. What was it?
Did you happen to see
32?
the A press?
52.
Oh, so that's 20
Roughly
seconds.
20 seconds, yep.
Stat nailing Penthouse Keep onto the Elite Chozo. Let's see how Delusional's power bombs go. Oh, he's got him. He's got him already. Literally already had them by the time I finished.
One step ahead.
Yeah, like that's how fast Pro is. Like Delusional nailing Penthouse Keep as well. Sat opting for the mash again. On gold Chozo here. No weave, just mash.
Pretty solid RNG.
Yeah, no jumps, no wall clings. That's the happy times.
All right.
Wicked mash from Delusional here. All right, Sat on his way to Iterash. It's gonna be what,
Way up in the
111.02, 03? Nope, further than that. Time is hard. 05. See how much time Delusional made up with that fight. So I think he made some up. About 3 seconds.
17. Yeah. That's,
Yeah. That's appreciable at this stage of the game. This is beyond endgame.
Mashing will be required for this next fight.
Yep. It's going to be, you know, mash consistency and truly RNG is going to play a factor here. This is a tight video game. This is a tight match between two incredible runners. They've both put on an excellent show for us this evening. Let's get into Ravenbeak. So Sat didn't get the smack. So you got unfavorable phase 1 RNG. Going for the 2-lock, I think probably for safety.
A couple shots
Nice, getting the extra damage.
I like that. Alright, gonna go to the ground pound into the slamming the wall.
Did Delusional get the good RNG in phase 1 for the crossbomb? I missed it.
I was
Yeah. Oh, Delusional got a Gatling first thing. Oh no! Dove to the right
is
there.
still on phase 2. Not great. Oh, there
He's
we go.
through though. He's into phase 3.
That looked like
Oh my god, Delusional got count. He didn't take it?
not taking the counter, and Sat got a sun.
Oh, Delusional got
Both
some too. He
runners
might ignore it though.
Getting
He
the
might ignore
sun.
it
He
just to push through the phase.
he's
No
gonna
way
do the
Sat takes that
slam.
parry. Oh my god, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be really close.
Oh my god!
Delusional's
No
through
way!
first.
Again.
Wow. Wow, that was really close.
That phase 2
Jeez.
was so crucial.
That
It's gonna come
phase
down to
2
escape
was
again.
Brutal. That's coming down. Jay, get your frame counts ready. What a grand final. What a bracket reset. This is literally going to come down to escape.
All right.
Who can move? Whose
I'm going-
basics are better? That's literally what this is coming down
Looking
to.
for the final shot on RBX. Let's see. What
About a
we
half
got.
second.
52, 53.
Okay,
It
so
is
1 second.
within 2 seconds.
1 second.
Depending
All
on,
right.
you know, whether it's a... Yeah, roughly a second. Oh my god.
Cutscene skip. Sats was a little faster. I'm going to be real. This is literally about fundamentals at this point. I'm so happy that the grand finals of this tournament is literally coming down to fundamentals at the
extremely
end.
close matches.
Unbelievable.
Oh no, the missing the jump though.
That might be it. Let's see. Let's see.
Both
Delusional got cleanly through.
Oh, this is
Sat's already through. Powerbomb detonation. I am like, oh no! Oh wow! Look at
what
these
is happening.
It's just these
like-
tiny mistakes. It's little stuff. This is what it comes down to. This is tremendous. You could not ask for a better grand finals. You could not ask for a better match between two amazing runners.
Fair enough.
No,
The
you
melee
can't. You
gonna
can't.
pull him through the-
Oh, Sat missed the melee through the pitfalls. That's going to cost him a little bit.
What is happening?
Oh my goodness.
The hyper door. Here we go.
Sat took the morph on the fall, got him down faster. All right, let's see. All right, they're both going to nail this. Oh, this is going to be a frame count.
Oh my god! It is within a
Wow.
second.
Less than 1/2 of 1 second.
No way.
Good luck frame counting, team. Good luck frame counting.
It's gonna
So
be close.
this is going to come down to a frame count. Genuinely incredible
Man,
performance by both
how many
runners.
times did the lead change hands during that escape, though? Like,
yes, yes is how many times. It happened a bunch of times. I cannot express how impressed I am by both of these runners. Like, that was unbelievable. That was unreal.
it was just before it was Ravenbeak. Ravenbeak dad stepped in and
Yeah,
had to pick
the
a winner.
raking. The raking made a big difference there. That's just the mash made up a lot of time in the Ravenbeak fight. It was also the RNG. The RNG was really
Gatling at the beginning of phase
serious.
2 prompted a
And-
counter,
and-
but didn't end up going for it. But yeah,
and also like Sat got a right side wall dive in phase 2.
yeah, Ravenbeak was going all over the place on
Yeah,
his side of
like
the screen.
that just
my God.
destroyed a bunch of time for him for free. Like, Ravenbeak just be that way sometimes. Wow. That was, jeez. We can't even call a winner yet because
No.
per the rules of the tournament, the result is less than 3 seconds. So the administrators will be frame counting to determine the winner of the race, just to
Every
ensure
frame
that
counts.
we have correct results,
Yep.
that we do not announce incorrectly. But I do want to say, truly, huge congratulations to both DelusionalPrince and satorha, because they both performed incredibly. They really deserved this this great of a showing. Doe in the chat says we all got to go see our heart doctors now. I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Last time we had to wait for upwards of 5 minutes, so I'm not gonna do a vocal drum roll for that long.
I think they're ready. They're ready now. They're ready to. They got the tools ready to go for frame counting. But yeah, this was what a way to close out our tournament. Though.
Yeah,
Two back-to-back extremely close matches.
wildly close matches. Do we just go by in-game time?
IGT.
I'm kidding.
Is their IGT going to be the same?
It should be very close
33-31 on the right.
because neither of them died.
Nope.
They both skipped cutscenes really fast, so unreal. I really hope they both come in for an interview. I'm hoping that, because I know there's been a lot of non-post race interview races.
Like
but
this would
for
be the one.
for the grands.
There's so much to talk about.
There's so much to talk about.
Where to begin?
I literally don't even know. I don't even really know. I don't even know how to talk about this anymore. Like,
Yeah.
we're just waiting. We're just waiting on the word at this point.
All right. IGT is coming up on the right or on the left.
Let's see
other
IGT.
Left.
I don't remember what Sats was.
It was 133.31, I believe.
Okay.
I
This
wanna
is not.
say.
This is just to be clear. This is not determine the result.
17. Okay. No, it was definitely a smaller difference than that. This game's
Because
IGT.
literally,
What is
it's
it
so
based off?
weird.
Because it adds the cutscenes and stuff, right?
it like adds the cutscenes, but like doesn't count like deaths, and it's weird about loads and stuff. It's. There's a reason we don't use it on the boards. There's a reason we don't use it on the boards.
No, she will. If I had nails left to bite, I would be biting them. This was
Right?
a very close race.
Unbelievably close. Finals out of fingers. They're down to their knuckles. Oh, wow. So, what was your favorite part of the race?
Oh my god! I mean, I think it had to be the 180 at Ravenbeak from a making up for what 17-second deficit.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of like a mostly one-sided lead. I feel like for most of the run, mostly in the neighborhood of I think around 10 to 20 seconds, and then just like
there were some points of 30 seconds or so. Yeah, but
it was
very close. It was less than a minute the entire run.
Like I'm trying to think. It was the double claws was so heartbreaking because it's like it happened to him again, dude.
Yeah,
Experiment taking no prisoners. I was like, no, this can't be happening again.
I couldn't believe that. I could not believe he got double claw twice in a row.
Double claws.
a true daily double. Beep, pew, beep, pew, beep, pew. Like
what?
Jeez.
That there was.
The rest of it was just so good.
Yeah, I think overall
or anything, everything was executed really well.
Was a very clean, ADM, the white Emmy.
Well, I mean, what's the current hold? The current on the boards world record is a 1:15.10 by Delusional, and Sat has a 1:15.19. So Sat PB'd, Delusional almost PB'd, and that would have just pushed the board world record down further. Oh, DP has a 1:15.01. I didn't know that. Okay, so
I think
even
that was done like during a race.
Even so,
yeah.
Oh, and Sat has an 04. Okay, gotcha. So neither of them PB'd. I misspoke. I apologize. I was incorrect. Telling tales out of school over here.
But yeah, low 115s. I think even like round one was, despite all the mistakes, I think both were 115s, right?
Yes, I believe so.
That's the level of play that we would expect from our gamers,
from our top runners. And just for the people in the chat who are wondering what the other times might be, just to give you context for the time discrepancies that you're dealing with, right? So in chat, like Metrol said, DP has a 1:15.01, Sat has a 1:15.04. That puts third place Metroid Crafters with a 1:17.35. And then fourth place is myself with a 1:18.26. So like, just to give you an idea, like there are just minutes between second and third place, and then like another minute between third and fourth. So it's the level of play here is really freaking high, to put it lightly.
What we're saying is, come run any percent glitchless, and you could be the one that fills the gap between third and second.
Yep, you certainly can. Do the thing, play the game, go fast, press buttons, do a speed booster.
Just look back at what they did, today, barring the mistakes. Just do that.
Simply perform really, really insanely well. Just press the buttons in the right order, and you too can get a 1:15.
Ask the bosses nicely to do the right move.
Or demand that they perform.
Or else.
Alrighty, so we do have the official time in. Satorha with a 1:15.12.117, and a wait, hold, hang on.
What?
One moment, please. Sorry.
If I'm reading it right, I think.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to wait before I say anything.
Well, no, it's it's 11.7 as opposed to 12.11.
Oh, I can't read. 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 I'm an idiot. I apologize. I cannot read. This is your local Metroid Dread commentator, Ed Nolium, being a bit of an idiot. So Sat's time is a 1:15:12.117, and Delusional's time is a 1:15:11.7. So Delusional with the 1:15:11 will be taking the dub.
That is a within half a second.
For the tournament.
I think that's like needs emphasis.
Yeah, that is a tremendously close race. Jeez. Yeah, thank you, Jay, for clarifying in chat. So Delusional Prince is the winner of the any percent glitchless 2024 Metroid Dread tournament. I do hope we can get the runners in for an interview. That would be lovely. The times again,
go ahead.
I will just copy paste them into the chat from Jay. Those are the times. I apologize for my inability to read, causing undue suspense and emotional damage. I am embarrassing my partner and myself.
Oh, I see. It was on your end.
Yeah.
So, Ed, as the 4th place winner of the tournament, what are you going to do with your prize money?
Invested into the next tournament? I don't know. I didn't even know I got any piece of the prize money literally at all for getting 4th place.
We've got our winner in setup if you'd like to join us.
We do. We can pull him on in. Hello, friend.
Hey.
Hello. Kind of want to wait for Sat to get here before we start the interview proper. I think you are a little, a touch quiet, Delusional, just to let you know.
Is that any better?
Yes.
Yeah.
And looks like we have satorha in the setup as well, so I'm going to pull him on in. Oh, I didn't even need to. Hello.
Sup?
Welcome.
Just had the privilege of commentating 2 back-to-back unbelievable races. No big deal. First things first, congratulations to the both of you. Wow. Just, that was really excellent to watch, to witness, to see. I literally don't even know how to start this. So, Sad,
how'd you both feel about your gameplay this evening?
I would rather play Street Fighter.
Ouch.
That's not really a knock against Dread either. I just really love Street Fighter, but
Street Fighter's really good.
I am kind of ashamed at the moment. I very highly considered not coming to this because I'm kind of in my deep right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're just so deep into Street Fighter.
No, I'm in the swamp right now in my head, but I figured there's a respect I need to give to Speedgaming and my opponent and you guys.
Well, we appreciate that.
I'm so tilted, man.
I knew you would be. I hate to say it, but I knew you would be. But I will say, you put up a really great performance. You put up a really good fight, for sure.
I don't know how. I'll let him talk after this. I don't know how he felt, but I think I made unique errors today that I have not done since I was learning the game, which is obnoxious to me. Like that Ravenbeak Phase 2, 3 months in, I learned from Fallen and B-Dog. Hug the left wall. I deliberately ignore it for some reason, and it never it never messed anything up until today, and I guess I pay for it at the hypest hour. My fault, gang.
It does happen. But, that being said, in the first race, I do want to say that it didn't really do much to you. That second one though, that right side wall
that
dive
was
really
that
cost
was
you.
bad. I miss a lot too. It's funny because in the second one I picked up like another 10 pack by accident. Imagine if I didn't pick that up.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine if I played more conservatively on Ravenbeak Phase 2, and imagine if I didn't mess up that one jump through the one bomb floor in the escape. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna stop before I rant.
The one
Okay.
thing that I think
That's
caught
fair.
both our attention in the commentary booth was, on the way to power bombs, you were going through the door for Orange Emmy, and then like the enemy on the ceiling managed to like pull you into its funnel.
Yeah.
We were both just like really bewildered by that. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
It can happen if you jump too high and try to flash through the door on its top half.
That makes sense because
You want to aim
the
to flash
shield
on this
kind of
bottom
pushes
half.
you up.
Yeah, because you have to wait for the door to open anyway. You're gonna linger there. So by the time you go for the second flash on the flash chain, you're gonna be pulled up a little bit. You're gonna hit your head on the corner and then go all the way up.
Yep,
It's tough.
sure is. So, Delusional, how you feeling?
Well, the run was... I was pretty happy with the run going into Z57. Like, Frozen Art was really bad. And then Z57 followed it up with a double claw, and I didn't even play it that well. So that whole... I think I lost, like, 17 off of gold through that whole split. So, it was, like,
Yeah.
at that point, I knew I was running a decent bit behind stat. So my focus was more on the 114, because I knew we were both pacing, at least for our splits, close to it.
Right.
And so I was just focused on the 114, and that Z57 Frozen Art combo just completely killed it. So
Yeah.
after that, I was just playing free, I guess. I don't know. I was kind of defeated after that. I was like, man. But then I was focused on getting the 1x, and then I golded Ravenbeak out of nowhere, which was...
By how much?
It was like... I think it was like a second and a half, so it was a pretty decent sized gold.
Yeah, that's big for RB.
No, yeah. There was the Gatling Phase 2, and then you turned down the counter on at the beginning of Phase 3.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good. Like the rake has been unstable this week, and I was like going back and forth on like what strategies to take, because obviously the more aggressive I can be, the faster I'll be able to take that stuff out. And ignoring it was only really good if the rake is going well. So it worked out well. I got kind of lucky, to be honest.
No, I think you both did a great job like resetting your mental off of mistakes, because I remember like round 1 was a bit messy in Artaria in general. But yeah, double claws was like we were both so angry at Z57 on your behalf. Like,
It's true. I was practically shouting at him because of how rude it was.
A lot. I had a stretch. There was one time I was running, I think it was Hundo, back when I was doing Hundo, I had a stretch of like, I don't know, 8 runs in a row with double claw. It was miserable.
That's horrific.
It was, yeah.
That's genuinely brutal. Because it's what? It's like 8 seconds or something. You have to just sit around and wait for him to just stop. It's horrible. Kraid treated both of you pretty decently as well.
I'm pretty sure I had the best possible RNG for low missiles.
Yeah.
On this Kraid fight, what was it? It was Claws.
It was Nails Phase 1.
Yeah, Claws Phase 1, and then it was Punch Phase 2, and then Long Claws. Or it was a Long Claws first and then Punch. Doesn't matter which order.
I think it
is.
was. It doesn't matter what the order was, but I'm fairly certain it was Long Claws and then Punch, and you were just able. And it was like, it wasn't even like a fast punch; it was one of the slower ones, so you could just dumpster tons of missiles into his face.
Yeah, I was kind of convinced I was gonna be okay after that.
Yeah,
I also remembered in the first run where I did first try Cloakless, I had a pretty mid grade.
It was an okay grade,
yeah, and then this time I went for Cloakless once, missed it, and just left. So I'm kind of wondering if I regret that decision or not.
Honestly,
hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, of course. And in a race setting, you have to make that decision on the fly. And I do want to say that I did call it that you were going to go for it, and if you didn't get it first try, you were just going to abandon ship. Like, I just knew that that's what you were going to do. Because that's at that point, like, I know the kind of mindset you tend to have when you're doing this kind of thing, and it's very competitive. So you know that your opponent is not going to do it, so you only get one attempt.
Yeah.
So it's just like a
Yeah, I was.
It's just one of those things, man.
I was
You're
thinking of
both-
sending like 3, but I don't know. DP is DP. I can't send and then fail. So
You couldn't afford to send 3, I don't think. I think it
Yeah.
was a smart decision to do what you did. Like I genuinely agree with your decision making in that particular instance in like a competitive setting, you know?
mm-hmm.
Knowing your opponent.
Just
Knowledge.
wish I hit it.
Yeah.
Wish I didn't miss Adam skip one time.
I
Wish
mean, when the
didn't morph a
when the
little
difference,
slow.
yeah, like when the
DI.
difference is this close, it's literally like you could say that about any singular tiny movement mistake that costs you a half a second in the entire game, which every room has like 90 of. So it's like, I understand, but also don't beat yourself up too hard, man. It was a really good run from the both of you for sure. I had a good time.
Delusional Prince. We were worried. We were wondering if you picked up that missile at the beginning, if that's intentional or not.
Yeah, for the very first one, I pick it up for Corpius because I
Makes
suck at
sense.
Corpius,
Yeah.
and I just didn't want.
Yo, same. Yeah, I think that's super reasonable. Any particular moments either you want to call out is like good that you remember, or
First try cloakless.
Yeah,
Hey!
true. That was like cloakless water slide skip. I think for the folks at home that aren't as familiar, that's an extremely precise trick.
it's real hard.
And getting it first try on round 1 was very impressive.
And then after that, I actually don't know. I don't think there was any stretch where I was explicitly proud. I don't know. Like I've been playing, like I said earlier, I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter. So my mentality on improving and seeing my flaws is very acute right now.
Yeah,
Like,
that
lots of
happens with fighting
really
games.
small micro things. So when I look at myself playing Dread right now, my lens is so sharp that there are things I used to be okay with that I look at now and it's like, okay, well, something's up. It's kind of rough.
It's actually not acceptable to you.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
when as I kept playing, it's like I know I don't regret not putting as much Dread time in the last week. Like I put in a run here and there every night.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm past it right now. Maybe that's what it is. I've been taking a very extended break, so. But like that's not to take anything away from DP. This guy's been grinding OD. He's the GOAT.
OD grinding is absolutely a great way to put it, for sure.
Guy's
And
full sending it.
the results speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Quite honestly. Yeah, I just I don't know. Do either of you have anything else that you wanted to say before we close out? Because I know I don't want to, drag this on for too long.
Just to speak to what Sat was saying about like that microscopic, like you get like really focused on what went wrong or what things you could speed up, like even if it's just tiny things.
Mhm.
It is one of those things. I look at my run and I was like, oh, there were some solid stretches, but you want to gold everything, you know what I mean? Like you get to a certain point where you're just like, I know what I'm capable of. I need to get past that.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to string it all together.
Yeah,
So it's
it
like-
really is.
Never
And-
happy with any run.
I know the feeling, and like being in the position where I'm at with the game, where like, I mean, I finished my seed, which is cool because like I definitely could have lost earlier than I did, but like I'm at that point where I'm trying to get to where you guys are, I'm kind of trying to claw my way into that zone, and like when I see the difference between sum of best and my active run being like 2.5 or 3 minutes, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, you can do it and you want to be able to string it together. It's really difficult. And especially in this kind of a setting, you guys are pushing for 114s in grand finals of a tournament. Like that's next level.
I'm convinced I would have had it on RB. I forgot to split on RB because I was so beside myself in like fury.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure on Gold Chozo I was edging like a 114.56.
Jeez.
All I needed was because I don't have a phenomenal RB on these splits, so I just
Right.
needed something that was serviceable. Unfortunately, I mean, to less severity, of course. DP apparently got double claw twice. I got double not face punch first on Raven Big Phase 1, and then I didn't get Gatling first. I heard he got it.
Yes, you had ridiculously garbage RB.
Yeah, for Phase 2. Obviously, I could have mitigated it by manipulating him better.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect my mashing to be so poor, because I was missing a lot of missiles. Usually, I'm really good about like sliding under. You know when he does the wall slam and you slide under him?
Yeah.
Usually, I'm good at sticking like 3 or 4 missiles on the way under him.
Right.
Both ways. So like I thought I was chill, and then
yeah, because you can get like 2 in, 2 out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you keep that space, that real estate that you gained from going all the way to the left. You keep that, but
right.
I don't know. I need to see what DP is doing. I know that when DP was preparing for this, he almost assuredly, and he can confirm this if he likes, he was updating his strats. I'm pretty sure, because in the last couple, ever since Glitchless became a little bit more meta, some new strats have been circulating between him and myself and some other players. You see it in the Dread server as well.
Yeah.
Like Super GI or the Noya Keep into roughly similar areas. I know there's some. I think I saw while I was just chilling after the first game. I looked at the VOD. I saw him do a jump out of the water on the way to flash shift to tickle the grapple up on the ceiling.
Yep.
And because you're slightly already out of the water, you come out of the water faster and you land sooner.
Yeah.
I saw that as well.
Just
like
a little bit quicker.
Yeah. So like stuff like that. I know he's been updating across. I've mostly been sticking to like 2023. I'm the type who hones and not innovates. So maybe that went into it too. This is just the honers versus innovators. Subscribe to Corey Gaming. Anyway.
I mean, literally subscribe to Corey Gaming. You want to learn about strats and mental and all that stuff. Like I second that really hard, honestly.
Yeah, real stuff though. Huge congrats to DP. I don't think we're gonna see. I mean, as soon as you say I don't think we're gonna see, you see it next year. But I don't think we're gonna see anything as close as this. I'm proud to be a part of it. I'm not proud to have lost it, but I am proud to have lost to him. So congratulations to you.
Yeah, I still can't wrap my head around the fact that it was like 3.5 seconds, 4 seconds between the 2 races.
Yeah, like cumulatively.
You made a phenomenal losers bracket run. Congrats, bro.
Absolutely.
I know you went into this being like, oh man, it's sad, but I don't think you understand how much I went into today saying, oh man, it's DP. I don't think I ever told you that without like joking. Like, you know, like I'll be like, oh man, is this guy? Like, what am I gonna do? But like for real.
That's one of the reasons I love this. Is the respect between the runners is tremendous.
I got nothing more to add. If you don't mind me, I gotta go lose some Street Fighter.
All right, yeah.
All right, yeah. I think this is a good place to wrap. DP, you got anything else, man?
Nah, I'm all set. Thank you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you again for both of you, for competing, for crushing it, for giving us some truly incredible content, whether you were happy with your run or not, the content. I want to give it up to my co-commentators, Arcandy, who has left for the night, and lab member. Thank you both for being here.
Yeah, thanks. I had a blast. This was really the match to be here for. I was kind of worried because like round 1 was so close. It's like, what more is there past that? And it's like, whoa, you know?
Yeah, and then they did it again. So, and yeah, I also want to shout out Speedgaming for hosting, Keku, Jay, all the admins for doing what they do. It's deeply appreciated, and I also am super grateful for the opportunity to have commentated this, literally at all, much less the finals and grands. It's an honor. Thank you all. Congratulations to everyone who took home some prize money, to people who PB'd in the tournament. I love seeing PBs in tournament, and I want to say just about every single person who was involved in this tournament has done massive PBs, grinding for the tournament and everything.
Yeah, I did want to throw in a brief thank you to the Dread community. You know, as a former competitor in this tournament. I had a blast. It was a good opportunity to get involved, both running and commentating. I'd be more than happy to do another event with y'all again.
Absolutely. It was super fun time. And if anybody in chat is looking to speedrun this game, I highly recommend it. Join the Dread server. The link is on the speedrun.com page. You can get in there. People are always happy to teach and all that. So I think that about wraps it up for the Any% Glitchless 2024 Metroid Dread Speedrun Tournament. I've been Adnolium. You've all been excellent, and until then, we'll see you next mission.
See you next mission, everybody.